Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
Hello. I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Manifest Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jerry Holkins, and I'm running a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends, indeed counted among that number. To my right, Dragonborn,
always
the Primarch, Dragonborn narcissist, Dinar Blit'zen. Dinar Blit'zen, everybody. To the...
Too long.
Never enough.
To the right. You're already fucking my game up, man. The game's not even.
His game up.
The game's not even started yet.
It's unfuckable.
Listen, you haven't been introduced yet. There's still time to load you into a catapult and launch you into space. To the right of my right, Mikey Newman coming in as Kiwi Bee Stinger. Kiwi Bee Stinger, everybody.
Can I fuck with Ryan now, or?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You will find that Ryan gets fucked with a great regularity around here.
Canon.
I am the one who fucks.
No, I am the fucker. No, I am he. I am he who fucks. So to the right of my right of the right.
That's a left.
Is it?
3 rights is a left.
Is that how it works? Here, are you all queued up? Are you good?
I'm ready.
Here, walnut on grass. Repping the natural world. That beef.
Wow.
To my left, in this sparse corner of the table.
So much room.
I know.
Over
Yes.
here.
Stretch out.
Oh,
Stretch out. We got exactly.
Where's that lumbar?
Not your grandma's grandma, Rosie Bee Stinger. Yeah. A fan fiction favorite. If you're keeping up with the Reddit, wow.
True.
A lot of content
Really
there.
good content.
To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud.
Piss cloud.
Piss cloud.
Kithris Straub. Kithris Straub, everybody.
Oh yeah, wait. Silence. Sorry.
The agent of the... Don't like it. The agent of the tentacular spectacular. Now,
It's not medieval
What's that?
times.
I'm
They're all
done.
rules. Don't be the fuck, Ryan.
I'm done.
fuck y'all. We're just moving right into the second one.
I'm gonna throw this one too.
Okay, now
Pre-gaming.
here's how it works.
Front load.
When last we saw our heroes, they had returned from their fateful expedition aboard the Dragon's Hoard, a river-going house of chance operated by lizard folk. They made a new friend, specifically Kithris Straub, now appears to be wearing the Lizard King.
And soon all my friends will join in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's safe to say that whole encounter went exactly as we planned.
Well,
and hoped.
no, exactly.
It's the best it possibly
end
could.
to end. Well, I mean, because after the game, I looked at the plan. You had written it out.
It's all written down.
And it was,
we talked about it.
all exactly extra dimension. Well, yeah, it was just like item by item. It's like, what do we want? Extra dimensional pimpery. You know.
I did write that down. I'm not proud of it, but it is written here.
It was right in there. But there was also, you know, let's take a moment, obviously, to recognize some of the emotional turmoil of Walnut Dawngrass.
What? She's fine. Everything's great.
Druid of the Enclave Panax Anima.
It's the same thing as 60 years of sex torture. Same thing.
It's in the mix.
It's in there.
And what we determined
Yeah, let's
was
play it
that
how long was I there?
was 60 years. But in sex terms, what we're talking about, we're talking about.
They're like dog years. It was real a lot longer.
It was actually
Like
3,000 years.
420.
Womp, 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 right? So here's how it goes. We're really talking about a pool of slime full of writhing orbs
So
It's like how salmon, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry. How Amy and Salmon do it.
It's not. It isn't like some of the fics you've seen. Let's just say that. It's largely involves slime on slime action, and that's Dinar Blit'zen's contribution.
Just more slime to the slime pile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even tell them apart at a
Exactly.
certain point? So that is the scenario we find ourselves in, a sticky scenario. But they have returned back to the Drawn and Courtier, their home in Red Larch, the rooms above the inn, and they have just, I repeat, just received control/command of an entire inn. Presumably, I mean, you've been told that there is a festival, Last Stones Day, that was just, that is right around the corner, and that there are going to be specific requirements that are asked of the party. There's going to be expectations, obviously. The Drawn and Courtier, of course, being a center of community here in Red Larch, a place that's been established, certainly since the days that, Omen Drawn was a child. He grew up in this town. And, so for a few decades at least, it has offered these services. And I recall, because I went back and listened to the other episode, you suggested, Rosie, that you had full control of the information regarding Last Stones Day and were prepared, in fact, to deliver any services that might be required.
I mean, naturally, no holiday is all that different from any other. And I've experienced so very many of them. Last Stones Day, perhaps not in specificity, but I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on how to throw a party, but I don't know what the hell Last Stones Day
required to
is.
make some meals.
Traditional meals. Now, I Prophet seemed like
Non-denominational.
she seemed like she needed to hit the road. She was stressed out. She left her gauntlet. So I
She
just
borrowed
wanted
your
to-
daughter.
She borrowed my daughter. Yeah. Tomato. So I just wanted to let her know that like everything's going to be locked down, but I have been since her departure, like going through every cookbook I can find and trying to find anything that says Last Stones Day on it.
Well, you have a heads up in that regard, Rosie, because you have already dug through this this recipe box once before, as you'll recall.
Wedding cake.
Indeed, before you went south. Indeed, right? Before you went to the barge right dock and boarded that fateful moment of silence, obviously, for Brahma, who is dead.
Brahma's dead. Wow.
Bye, everybody. I have nothing to live for.
I'm out. That's the whole adventure. No,
Rosie killed her.
That's what you eat at Last Stones Day.
Is this you eat Brahma Ludier? No. So, but as I said before, you have dug through this a bit. Obviously, this is like any grandmother's, cookbook box. It's scraps of parchment. There are, egg. Some of these are firm. Firmer than you might like. Flour is represented throughout.
So you're saying she has an untidy box?
Well, I'm saying that this is a box. You all right, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying that this is a box that's seen use.
Okay.
A lifetime of use.
Yeah. Okay, but
Were they we also lucky?
It's better than the other ones. You know what? Take it and let's roll with it.
moving on.
Exactly. But as you dug through before, you had access, obviously, to the proprietress of this establishment.
Right.
Looking deeper into this box of scraps, it is clear that that she has lived in different places at different times. She has gotten recipes from friends, and it is basically like a who's who of languages of the Forgotten Realms. This would be a master's thesis linguistics course.
Okay. Well, I can speak a few languages. If there's anything in common, Elvish, Halfling, or Draconic, I can read it.
Yeah, the issue is that sometimes the numbers will be in Elvish, and then sometimes the ingredients will be in common, she's developed a kind of sophisticated multilinguistic shorthand that may require something on the tier of warlock
So that you can
language
read all
capacity,
writing, maybe would be
or
helpful.
even documency. Like it's a complete fuck fest.
All right. Who do I want to invite to my fuck fest? Let's see.
Not just owl bears. Not just owl bears. This time. This time.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Wow.
How much time has passed this morning?
No.
are we at?
At this point, right now, you were just looking through the. You were just looking through the box right now. My presumption is that time has not passed. We are
since
picking
we-
right back up.
okay.
Now you can go to bed. Obviously, later there's an opportunity for that to occur.
Now, let's just address real quick the elephant in the room, which is
The elephant.
The elephant. What's it doing here? Before the end of our last episode, I received a delivery.
Indeed, a pouch,
And
plump with wealth,
it was
ill-gotten wealth.
It was plump, and I assume that I have secreted it away in my room to be dealt with later.
That is what you have suggested before.
Okay, all right. And so now I am back to it, doing grandma stuff, just normal grandma stuff, just looking at recipes. And I need this one. Are you within shouting distance?
Let's see. Where was I before? I think I was just. I had been yelled at for not helping clean the.
Exactly. So her armor has all been retrieved. Obviously, the gauntlet very tastefully placed in the baguette basket. But this place is not ready for service.
Right.
I mean, she basically commandeered the common room, pushing all the tables together. I mean, this, like as I said, this place is not ready to serve people at all.
Well,
It's already a mess.
you know who could help make it more ready?
Me. No, plenty of things that I have on my body and in and around my person.
So many friends.
I have a lot of friends. Let's just see which one wants to help.
It's going to get Disney up in this mix.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, do your thing because you're going to help me with
Right.
recipes.
So yeah, when you come upon me out there, if that's what you do, actually come out or you just yell. I'm trying to get the tables and chairs back to where they were because there's so much dirt on the floor. There's so much dust and garbage
Cake.
that I could see where the legs stood, so I can get a good idea of where it
I
used
can
to
totally
be.
It's like a guide.
Exactly. I can
Yeah.
totally see it's like the showroom, right? I can totally see Cathris just like it's like a skrrr, and then it's just like,
It's not right.
but he knows like deep down that if he doesn't set the tables exactly right, like there's consequences we can't even begin
Right.
to envisage.
Did this table have a fifth leg?
Yeah.
I think it might have. So I need there are other tasks though that we were given.
Indeed. Would you like me to run back through those tasks?
Well, the one that I've got that I zeroed in on was cleaning out the carriage house.
Indeed.
Apparently has needed it for some time.
Yeah. There is a carriage house that does require a bit of cleaning as well.
Right.
There is obviously the maintenance and operation of the inn, and then whatever particularities are involved in these recipes that are specific to Last Stone's Day.
Depending on how bad the carriage house is it adjacent? Can I peek my head in?
Yeah, you can peek your head right around the edge. So if you go, you open the door, and then as you open the door, there is a person actually reaching for the handle of the door, and it's this gentleman right here, Kiwi Bee Stinger. You don't know that yet,
Okay.
but that's who it is. So right within the frame of the door, as the light is darkening outside, as evening is approaching, you were standing face to face with the person who was doing the reverse of what you were trying to do seconds ago. So now you are a little too close to each other. You're a little too close. You're more close than you intend to be with strangers, generally speaking.
I'm cool with
Milky twilight.
6 months
So
on the
what do
richer
you-
is the
What do
real
you
reason.
see?
My mom.
What do you see? Can we describe?
Yeah, describe
what
him.
he sees?
I want to know if is he disheveled? Does
Is
he look
he-
like he emerged from
he
the carriage
hot?
house?
Is he packing?
Yeah.
I'm pretty hot.
They are
Like, I have the sides of my head are shaved, and I have a tight man bun pulled back, but it's bleached by the sun, which goes nice with my light blue skin. Though I am scarred by my many years on the road.
And elven features, though. right? As I recall.
Yeah. I am a
As
moon
Chris
elf,
sees.
hence the bluish skin.
At first, I think I'm staring into some sort of a twisted mirror. And that this
so
is,
handsome.
And this is the wrong. Yeah, this can't be the carriage house.
But for Cathrissa's, conception of the universe, perhaps sometimes when you open doors, you see alternate. Maybe this is just how it works.
This could be a message.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to roll on anything, but our look is like we're thinking about it.
It's possible.
Like we're not saying no.
I say, friend. What is? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here.
No, not a problem at all.
Were
friend.
you here about? Who are you here to see?
Well, I heard the woman that raised me was around here somewhere, and I was looking for her.
Unfortunately, Prophetess Drawn has left on business, but you're welcome to stay. I'm not sure how long she'll be away. But this is no place for a guest. This is I understand, literally a horse's toilet. Unsuitable. So
Are you talking about the carriage house or this plane of existence?
who could say?
Yeah, you said the magic words.
Yeah, so this won't do. No, come in. But unfortunately, Prophet is gone. But a pleasure to meet another sibling of the Drawn family.
I look at you inquisitively. That was not the name I was expecting to hear.
Oh,
That is not the woman I call mother. I'm actually looking for a Rosie Beestinger.
oh, yes.
If you have heard or know of her.
We have heard of one of those. We are familiar.
With
Too
that.
familiar, but not familiar.
When Kithra says we, do you mean like you and all of your family?
We're having a moment. Come on.
The lizard
the
king
color.
can't help but like
Raincoat.
rustle.
No, I mean you literally have a lizard king sort of sniffing out here, and then you got some kind of eldritch serpent.
Right.
You're a menagerie man.
Of nightmares.
That's what yeah. So yeah, and the lizard king keeps giggling because of the adventure he's on.
Oh yeah. He's having his
Loving it.
own
He's
fun.
never been in a carriage house.
No, he doesn't know about it.
He can't believe it. Yeah, why am I still wearing him? That's strange. Or I'm going to take him off and he's like,
It's not gonna work.
not yet, friend.
I'm just standing there like, what is happening? Like,
Shh, it's hustle. It's quiet, you
we
two.
were talking, but now he's talking to
Show
a
some
snake. I
decorum.
don't know what's going on.
No, come in. Yeah, we do have Rosie back here.
I would love. It's been so many years since I've seen her, many years, and she does not yet know. And I'm telling you this very quietly, that my brother has actually passed on, because she had helped raise us when we were kids. Our parents died quite early, of natural causes, and
Were they horrible?
I don't remember much about them. I just remember Rosie.
I mean the
was-
deaths. The deaths.
Oh. I mean, I don't personally enjoy dwelling on them in that particular way.
To each his own.
I am now finding the nearest religious text by which to pray about this man that is
I
slowly.
say, come, and I conduct you back into the main room.
I walk to the
can't
bedroom
continue
just
to
naturally, and you're like, no. Okay. Yeah, not yet, huh?
Oh yes.
Damn.
Yeah, you can see
it's
as you enter into this venue from the sign out front, the Drawn and Courtier.
Yeah.
You see a tiny white bun of hair, sort of moving back and forth industriously behind the bar.
I know it immediately.
Yeah. You are familiar with this hair sphere.
Yeah.
I'm definitely narrating everything in the kitchen. Like, Prophetess, how do you even keep this? You don't keep these pans next to why would you do this? This is gonna melt eventually. Everything here is gonna set on fire. This is a fire hazard.
It's rotten.
It's to no one. It's to me. And it's all fine. Like,
Yeah.
no one cares.
But it's just like there's a grandma configuration.
Yeah.
And it's like every grandma, it's always perfect, but every grandma has one that cannot coexist.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like somehow it's worse. I'm like, oh, you do it that way, huh?
The judgment.
Okay. Interesting.
But Gordon Ramsay should be here.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. They're just coming out of the oven.
Oh, I'm sorry to get that. I don't watch television.
That's okay. No worries.
It's all right.
So we, how do you want to do it? Because I wouldn't presume. Maybe you want to just lay a tarp out here? Or,
I preferably in a private manner.
Well, yeah, I think I read that, and I am like,
I'm not much of a show business.
to your business.
Do I recognize your voice? Can I hear you guys talking?
I think you would. Yeah.
All right.
Let me
Go ahead,
permit.
please.
I return to, just so I can get it in play, I return to the carriage house and I invoke Velvet, the softest ghost.
The softest ghost!
As a unseen servant, and he can work for an hour. He can work all day. If I recast him. But, I want him to go ahead and clean that carriage house, make it shine, and get every nook and cranny, my friend. And then I'll go do something upstairs.
Okay. You can't get in, it's locked.
What?
Yeah.
It's shut?
Yeah.
The door I just tried.
Yeah. The door to the carriage house is shut and locked, yes.
Velvet, open the door. Stop messing around, Velvet.
You see a soft hand brush on and around the keyhole.
The softest. So gentle.
Softest touch. No, come on.
It's so gentle.
It couldn't open it if it was unlocked.
He's buffing it.
It was unlocked.
I like that. I like the approach, Velvet.
It's industrious.
Okay. I want to put a pin in it so we can have this scene.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. So now I'm trying to figure out. Well, shoot. I guess I'm gonna find a key to this. That makes sense.
Do any of us have lockpicking?
Probably kick it open.
Next to tool, I just have blank, so I guess not.
No doors can hold me buff.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we'll worry about that.
Okay.
We have fire, so
Smite
yes.
Yeah.
I have a jar of eyeballs.
Dinar loves doors, so
Yeah.
we could
Should I go
romance
lay
it
on
off.
hands?
Yeah. Okay. So I hear a voice that sounds familiar, and I come bustling out of that kitchen, and you can barely see me over the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kiwi?
Yeah.
What? And I come out, I take my little apron off, and I put my hands on my hips, and I look at you, like, it's been a very long time.
It has been a while.
How long has it been?
9 years, I think. Around there. Yeah.
9 years. Where's your brother?
So about that. He died about 3 years back. We were doing one of the things you had taught us. You taught us some music, and we were traveling bards together. That used to be what I was, but he was killed in a bar kerfuffle.
What bar?
The Dancing Dragoon. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I know it. I make a note.
I make a note to be
Dancing
very cross with these bar
Dragoon.
patrons.
Burn the bar down.
Dancing Dragoon. Interesting.
There was a fight between two other patrons, and he got in the middle of it, and they killed him. It was terrible.
But he knew how to fight. He was an excellent fighter.
He actually can't block knives from two directions, as it turns out. It was
The one skill I didn't teach him.
That's how they get you.
that is how he. Yeah, it was rough. So I make weapons now. I'm a ranger traveling to help where I can, and I heard you were around here, so I thought I'd come see if I could say hi.
A ranger?
Yes.
We worked on that together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I say I don't know anything about archery really, but I say something that is reminiscent to you immediately of drills that we used to do together that puts you in some kind of preparation stance. Try just to test your memory. And and you're it's immediate, and I'm beaming with pride. You still remember after all these years.
That's practically all I do now.
Wow.
It's just that stance.
It's the preparation stance. Preparation, E, F, G, best one.
Obviously.
The next one.
Right. Well, you've caught us at kind of an interesting time. There's a festival coming up, and I really want to catch up with you, but we have a bunch of chores to do. So can we enlist you in helping?
That's not generally what I do, but anything you need, of course.
Okay. All right. How long are you in town?
For really just the next couple days.
Okay. Are you selling weapons here in Red
I can
Lodge?
sell you a bow if you need one, or one of a couple short swords I have. I don't have much anymore.
Okay.
I try to be very light.
Okay. Is there something that you needed from me that you came to Red Lodge for?
Just a hug.
All right. Oh my God.
Just that hug.
Rosie's face, just like her eyes close and her little like old lady cheeks raise, and she holds out her tiny little arms.
Yeah, I hold out my big, bustling man arms.
Yeah, very muscular.
From years of archery.
Elf.
Yeah. Big hug.
And I give you a sweet little kiss on the head.
And I giggle.
Because that's when I was much smaller, she used to do that to me.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I love this.
Now it's like reversed.
Yeah. And
Switch them up.
we are, you and I need to drink and we need to talk, but we will do that later.
Yes.
We will get extremely fucked up and we will tell stories about your brother.
that's I don't drink.
Okay, well, I'll drink for the both of us. But
That's fine.
we will trade some stories about your brother.
But my brother again was murdered in a bar, so I am quite averse to them.
yeah.
And
This is kind of a bar.
I came here looking for you,
Right,
obviously.
right,
but
yeah.
I do not walk into a room I don't know how to walk out of.
Nice.
That's good.
Rosie likes it.
I have it over here. I'm like, do you know how to get back into this room? Because could you go in
Just
there?
like, no, it's Snake Man. But still into it.
After a couple of drinks, well, I don't do that. So.
Okay.
I don't need it.
Now,
I would be quite
Right.
No booze, but if you got any heroin.
I stay getting high.
Yeah.
I'm going to head back into the kitchen and see what I can cook, but you might seek out, we have a druid in our party, and it sounds like you might be a weapon fit. You might be able to sell her some gear that would be useful to her. So I think she's upstairs if you want to try to find her.
I nod confusedly.
And I'm going to make your favorite kind of moon elf cookies that I know you love so much.
Snorkel blaster. I was hoping for those.
Yeah. Got that one memorized. Snarkle blast.
She's actually writing it down.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is Rosie to a T. So you are still you're digging through this box.
Yep.
You've sort of gone back and are trying to categorize a lifetime of recipes.
Right.
And you find a couple recipes that say LSD at different points on the sheet.
What? And I think, fuck yeah. All right.
Nice.
LSD.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that these are the right ones. So
Indeed.
pull them out.
So they're both, they both claim to be cornerstones.
Cornerstones.
Well, you need 4 of them, so.
And we only have 2
You have two different recipes,
for cornerstones.
and you're not 100% sure which one of these would be the actual one.
I see.
Why not both?
Do I still need his help translating?
Well, let's see. You need to know Goblin.
Don't have it.
I can read any language, so I easily know it.
Right on.
But I'm still over there with a door right now. Although, yeah.
Party indoors, man.
So this is a carriage house. Can I go in around the front? What do? They lock the carriage up, or is this like a stable?
Well, it's basically like, it sounded like it hadn't been cleaned out for a while.
Oh.
You think that it is a carriage house. It has 2 broad doors in front and a door on the side, but you think that it has not seen carriage house used in the traditional sense for a while. You think it's sort of gone more to storage. You could, it's pretty weedy around there. The Grand Courtier itself is well kept, but this doesn't seem like it's the same. Obviously, like architecturally, it's similar to the main house, but it's not. It isn't well trafficked. People don't get over here much.
Do you have knock? Is that a druid thing, or is that
I don't. Here's the thing.
I was thinking, I'm like, I do. That's not this character.
I could try to.
I do on my other character.
I could try to blow apart the door, but I don't think that Prophet would appreciate it.
That's
so I want to try and actually
Here's what
get
you
the
do.
door open.
That's true.
You bash that shit out of that door, and then you mend it.
But I can only mend something that's, I think like it's a foot.
Then smash the lock.
That's true. I could punch a hole in the door.
We could send Sweet Wheezy in there to unlock it from the inside.
I can break the door.
It's just a barn door.
door to
This
be
isn't
broken.
like...
I'm just saying, if you can mend it, I can break it.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever order.
Anything you need.
How tall is the door jam?
Oh yeah, do we have any purchase? So the thing I was going to ask is, can I get, it's a ritual, can I do Unseen Servant through a place I can spy and just invoke Velvet on the other side of the door?
Or Misty Step through it, maybe.
I know, but I don't want to get locked over there. Velvet
that's
can
hilarious.
get over there.
Yeah, it's a barn.
Get stuck in the barn.
I'm thinking ahead.
You've done enough stuff. It's fine. Just
You're doing a bottle episode,
take a
Patrice.
break.
You're in there.
you're in there, buddy.
Chris and his barn adventure.
I think about it.
Chris Barn Adventures, Saturday mornings.
Season
Barn
10.
Tales. Yes.
A lot of material.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many stories you can get out of hay alone.
All right. With that in mind, I
Just
decided
hay.
it would take a whole other hour to instantiate Velvet. So instead, I'm gonna see if I can sneak him in.
Velvet.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get him in under the door through the keyhole. But I will go ahead and look through anything I can and peep and use Misty Step
Is
to
it
go
he a
inside.
ghost though?
He's material.
He's ghostly.
He is
He's
invisible.
corporeal.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
He's, no. Here you go. This is sophisticated. He's corporeal. He just has an invisible body.
Ah.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, Mikey.
Sorry.
It seems like this would be useful
on the
for-
wizard if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's like I say, night is definitely fast approaching
Someone's got to
here.
man the bar.
So you're trying to look in.
Yeah. Can I see anything?
You can.
You down?
Okay.
You can.
Got
There
a
is
portion
actually.
drinks?
Yeah. There is a light inside the carriage house.
That shouldn't be. Hey, everybody, I'm going to work on cleaning out the carriage house, but I think somebody lit like a lit lantern or match in there. I got to get in there before the whole place burns down. Can I see the size of the light?
Yeah, it's soft and sort of just brushes along the surfaces inside. You can see what look like bed frames, old sheets pulled over.
So even though I can't see the
bent
source,
chamber pots.
it's like a candlelight.
Yeah, it's just
amount
a
of light.
soft cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be in there if anybody needs me. I
Someone's living in there.
shoot through there and Misty Step.
Okay, we will come back to this. Night, as I said, night is coming through. I remember once I went to. Have you ever been to Ireland? Mm-hmm. So my experience with Ireland, just deal with it all night.
Oh, okay.
So my experience with Ireland is like nothing would happen until and by 6, the town that I was in was like a ghost town.
Everything closes.
And then at 7, it's like more people than I thought lived there are all back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what happens. Like, you haven't been here for very many dinners, and people love this place, but they don't see Prafa, and they don't know what's happening. Like, they're coming in and sitting and taking seats at what you presume must be the places they're accustomed to sitting. But they're expecting some things that aren't there, and there is some confusion sort of in the common room. They're casting glances over at Audra's little place, the sort of chill breeze, the fireplace is not going. Like, this is not the venue. This is not the drawn in courier that they know about.
Okay.
Customer satisfaction.
It's not good right now. Oh, it's like roller coaster tycoon.
Exactly.
Sad faces.
Yeah.
So seeing everyone come in like this, and I've just been.
So you've been sulking upstairs?
No. I'd been upstairs, and then I came back down, and I was staring at the fireplace.
Right. Oh yeah,
In my
you're seated
head,
in the chair.
There had been a fire, so just staring at not a fire going, but seeing as people come in, and I look around and see that they're grumbly. The only thing I could think to do would be to
Fireball.
to produce flame. Yes. Laying in the chair like this. Produce the flame and just hurl it And then the fireplace, I'm assuming, just goes. The flume's probably open. So the flue.
What color's the flame?
Green flame.
What? That's very good.
That's an unnatural color.
Is that what it looks like? Just like that?
Oh,
Wow.
what is this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it on Table Talk.
Listen, you sold the shit out of that.
How unplanned that entire exchange was.
Get down.
Oh God, it's still here.
I celebrated.
I didn't think it was going to happen then. That's why I wasn't.
Get down. But no, I mean, basically, it's like a sulfurous eldritch flame that you sort of nonchalantly throw into the belly of this furnace.
Like it's not a pleasing like a
No.
farce crackle. It's like
No. There's
Smell.
Yeah, there's
Egg
like
farts.
yeah. There's like a low hum just from some corner.
It gurgles.
Yeah.
That flame.
Walnut, make it normal. From the kitchen.
It gutters.
Yeah, it just.
It's like the sizzling of like a tallow candle.
Yeah.
It's just hissing and popping.
Everyone scrambles for their Applebee's review cards at their table, like, no. 1.
How did we do?
Bad. Stinky fire equals bad.
It's obvious that people are displeased?
Well, no, they just don't know what's happening. Like, you don't know if they're displeased necessarily, but they're expecting people to treat them as though they're regulars, bare minimum.
Dinar, you have high charisma, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm dripping with it.
Yeah.
We can tell.
Is it possible for you to run house?
front of house.
Front of house,
Yeah.
like a maitre d'.
Yeah, but where the D stands for dragon.
Yeah.
You're Dragonborn.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yes.
What, I gotta just sit people down?
Yeah, and schmooze. Make them feel welcome.
Use some of those skills you learned in 60 years as lizard royalty.
Erotic lizard
I
whale.
just start barking orders to everyone. I am king. I am king. Get me stuff. Still haven't quite snapped out of it.
Like you statistically on your sheet, you have very high charisma.
Oh, yeah.
But
So
that,
exactly like
that
Apple.
is
Yes.
that does not come through in roleplay like what you just described.
No, it
Well, I
doesn't
had
matter.
60 years. My brain's all messed up.
But it works for him.
Well, that's the thing is like, whatever he acts like, I'm assuming if you have really high charisma, that just works for people.
Well, people are like, oh, that's Dinar.
Like,
This guy's the best.
I like this.
I had super high
Real life.
So yeah,
intimidation
it's
too.
just
Yeah. Just get away with everything.
Enjoy your meal.
Julian O'Reilly.
It's like one of those like hip restaurants where the wait staff is always rude to you on purpose, and that's why people go. People are like, oh, maybe this is just their thing.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This stream
But
brought
we
to
are
you by
taking a
Applebee's.
dump on Applebee's.
Yeah.
It's all good in the neighborhood,
So if
y'all.
he's right in front, is Kiwi, are you just standing around? Are you doing anything, Kiwi?
I'm kind of just awkwardly trying to interact with my friends on this new adventure.
All right. So no.
Such a top
So
level.
Kiwi's just standing there. You went in the back, right?
I'm just
Yeah,
standing there.
I'm
like,
cooking, getting stuff done.
I'm gonna look at Kiwi and I'm gonna go, look back and go, beef singer?
Yeah. Yes.
I go, okay. We got to keep this place from closing down for one night. Do you think we could probably give you a room?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Great. Let's get everybody some drinks. Well, it's like looking around like, that's what people want,
People
right?
like that.
Humans like to.
Again, not quite comfortable in the bar. I don't know if we're not hitting it,
Maybe I just didn't
but-
hear that.
but
I'm not-
making
doesn't like the
drinks is a
And
little,
making.
I would
I'm a little hesitant.
because you have never been here before, it's incumbent upon me as your dungeon master to help you understand the layout of this place internally.
Okay.
Imagine, just as you entered the door previously, to your left is a wooden bar.
Yeah.
Behind it and then around a corner into the darkness is the kitchen. Wide common area, perhaps 10 tables in total. Over to the right, there is a taciturn elf named Walnut Dongrass, who has just caused the fire to start up. But to the left of that is a small stage.
Okay.
By this stage, there is a stairway that goes up to the rooms of this inn. Now you know the situation. You can interact with these pieces in any way you like.
Well, Walnut has graciously asked me to mix drinks and whatever the one I call Mother, whatever helps her, I will do. I must say I'm not very good at it, but I can do ale or.
It's not like a cocktail bar situation. It's mostly.
Once it's the cosmos, I get a bit confused.
No, Walnut's like, I was like, okay, fine. You don't like doing drinks. What do you like? You like talking to people? You want to talk to these people? Can you play anything?
I'm so confused interacting with Daria Morgendorffer.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, I just need help. Just
Whatever you need, I would.
can you play anything? Do you dance? Do you sing?
I would much rather serve drinks than play an instrument again. Again, the thing my brother was. You guys seem to be harping very specifically on this one very painful memory.
Yeah, I mean, some people lost their whole families and their whole society, but
Or 60 years of their life.
right.
Did not know this was a complication. Yes, of course.
One of those, all right, I'm sorry, B singer.
I will tend to the bar. Yes.
Yes, okay, great.
Excellent.
I walk to the bar like this. Very, very cool. Very cool boy.
I see that he's uncomfortable, but he was very obliging, and I'm like, okay, this is one of the good kids, I guess.
Yeah.
And I go, Dinar, you want to take orders? Do you want me to take orders?
God.
Yeah, we need a
question
wait
for him.
staff, right? Yeah.
And one goes, you know what? It's fine. I got it. And she just walks to the table and she goes, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can contend with that. I am listening. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll take care of the carriage house. I'm going to send Velvet out there if he's welcome. You can route your commands to him via my mind.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Like I fax what I want to you. And
Because only I can tell him what to do, but if you tell me, I'll
Yeah.
It's E24/7.
This ghost is now like a Nest thermostat.
Yeah, exactly. It's app driven.
Yeah.
He's a little
But I'm
Roomba.
that.
App-driven ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Alexa, tell Ghost to.
All right. So
Right.
let's start
Yeah,
taking
I was gonna
orders.
say. So you see Velvet sort of waft ghostily in to the front,
Ghostily.
and then take up. It's a new adjective I just invented.
Ghostily ghosted.
Oh man,
Tom, I did it. All right.
he sort of sails over by the bar and puts a hand up.
Perfect.
You may want to put a new drape over him because the velvet he's wearing is real ratty. It's not looking hot.
It's
Spent a lot of time on me.
It's moth bitten.
I look at it and I'm like, it's fine. I like Kiwi and I go, when you make the drinks, just give it to this guy. And then I put a platter on it so,
It stays perfectly.
it looks better.
Oh yeah, it's like setting it like on a stone altar. It's just like right there. It's like born,
Yeah.
instantiated 100% to be a moving, conscious shelf.
It's like when R2 was serving drinks in the barge.
Classic scene.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how it works.
that.
yeah. That's the whole
The story
image.
I wrote.
It's like
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
And you can't forget where I have sex with R2.
It's like when the old man gives the weird thing to the
I don't
Wookiee.
know when to break it.
Okay.
yeah. So what's Walnut's? Is Walnut continuing to look into the depths of the flames?
No, Walnut got up, went over to a table and went,
What do you want?
first, what do you want?
Like, do you know Propha?
Yeah.
Is Propha here?
No, Prophet's not here. Prophet's not here right now.
Do you know when Propha's? Do you know when she's going to be back?
Couple of days.
And then you're speaking to a man almost spherical in shape.
Sure.
And his wife looks at him and says, "Where's Propha?"
I go, Prophet put us in charge. La 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 la. We're gonna get you food.
I don't think
Drink.
she would have. I don't think that she would have done that. It would have been her or Audra probably.
And Walnut leans down and she goes, I cannot impress upon you how little patience I have for what's happening. I need to keep this place running for 3 days so that we don't lose our corporate headquarters. What do you want to eat or drink?
2 ales, 2 pies.
Wonderful. And then Walnut calls out 2 ales, 2 pies, and points to Kiwi. And then
2 pies, 2 the other thing. I forgot to what the first one.
2 ale pies coming up.
and then she looks at Dinar and she goes, entertain some of the people. I don't know.
I thought I was getting them at the door.
Oh, you want to get them at the door? That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to manage it is fine. Yeah, I mean, how do you want to present this
Well, as they
menu?
come in,
Yeah.
I'll seat them.
Turn the charm on.
Yeah. I go around like, hey, how's your meal?
Yeah.
Like you're the manager.
Yeah.
Exactly, like the owner, like, but you're
Everything good with your meal? Finger guns the whole time.
you want an
Non-stop
autograph?
finger gun.
your pet. It's like a reverse pollination type scenario, where it's like you sort of follow behind the tables Walnut has served, and she has
Damage control.
and she has
collect all the complaints.
when she has cowed them into what market researchers must certainly believe to be the ultimate consumers. You suspect average purchases are up.
Oh.
You think that there is a kind of terror that has been implanted, and now they're buying extra items in an effort to please her.
From the kitchen,
Nice.
you hear two round steamers. And 2 little pies come flying out.
Oh no,
Chef.
No, I know where you're gonna go.
Got to ring a little bell like,
Is it 2 round steamers and 2 pies?
No. This is marvelous, though. No. I see like the bar, like where the camera is looking at the bar,
Yeah.
and then you just see like 2 little hands in the pies, and it's like,
Yep, exactly.
looking for the bell. Can't do
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yep, totally.
just right on top of the pie, like,
And I hear Kiwi say, "Yes, chef," and I go up, and I look at Velvet, and I start talking to him like he needs to know what the hell to do here.
you're like gunning for him, like, listen, you're a part of
Yeah,
this
I'm
fucking
like,
team.
"Do you see these? These are supposed to go." And then I stop for a second and go, "Curtis, you need to tell this this little ghost to take the food and take all of the drinks to the people that I point to."
Okay. I'm facing the so as
Yeah.
Tris has not seen the inside of the thing yet.
no,
I'm
just
facing the
picturing
door.
it.
It's like, Velvet, you have to do what Walnut says.
So to be clear, you're locked in the carriage house, yeah?
Oh yeah.
I'm in basically the dark.
Do what she says.
Do what Walnut says to do, and just do that. And please don't drop anything, please. Thank you.
All right. So
Yeah, so you
have it
can,
on
yeah,
autopilot,
exactly. So
yeah.
when drinks are set on the platter, it will take them to where drinks are not.
perfect.
And Prafa only has 1 barrel. She only has 1 style of ale here.
Perfect.
Could be made here. There's only 1 style, so it's not like there's a deep roster. This is obviously not a place to come for craft brews.
Everybody gets an ale. Everybody gets a round steamer today.
That's all we got.
You're kicking it out.
So Brewski's got the round steamers. That's what's on the menu today, boys.
Nice. One's hot, one's cold. All right, that's the system.
That steamer's dying in the window. Somebody. Sorry, that's
pie, sir.
So while you're doing these, like with capacity that only grandmothers have authentically perfected, you have these 2 cornerstone recipes in your left hand, and you are making steamers with the right hand.
Right.
God dang it, I haven't helped you yet.
Yeah, and at this point, I need someone who can speak Goblin. Neither of you speak Goblin,
take Goblin?
right?
I'm not very gobby.
Okay. And you're the only one, but you've locked yourself in the carriage house in the dark.
I don't know that it's locked, so I try the door.
I could do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you can. There's a latch on the inside that you can
So
that
I
you can
Oh,
turn.
okay.
so I can come out?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Did you investigate the light source?
But I don't try it. No, okay. I
like
say,
it in here.
I guess I overhear that. Like, oh, okay, yes, I can come do that in just a second. So, but before I do that, so I open the door, and then I'm gonna go and investigate this source real quick.
Okay, so
and if it's a candle, snuff it out.
Yeah.
Take care of that.
So as you are moving around this, like this sort of like randomly assembled pyre of ancient wood, and like I said, ancient sheets, dented chamber pots. Like it's just the place has just become a catch-all for any detritus from the DNC.
To the junk drawer.
Exactly,
the
but there's
building.
but the pattern. Yeah, it's like the EPA, right? the pattern that's cast out through this mesh of wood has this blue cast, and so the shadows that surround you inside this enclosed space are informed by that geometry.
Is it in sight yet?
No, I mean, as I've said, it's almost like looking through a hedge or something.
Oh, I see. It's like
a heap, a pile of wooden frames and so forth.
Oh, okay. I would.
You can sort of maneuver around it.
Yeah, let me attempt to do that, and so I can lay eyes on whatever the source of this light is, because I presume it's on the other side of.
Yeah, but it's just a big heap, right?
Yeah.
You trip on a chamber pot.
Not again.
Kick it over, and just the sludge, the rich, like Mrs. Buttersworth.
Rough a secret shame.
Poop drow.
But you can see, so that, as I suggested, that shadow sort of emits through this, but there is a portion around the front where the front doors, the gates of the carriage house would be.
I see.
There's a larger shaft of blue light that isn't as occluded.
Okay. Am I able to navigate over there bodily?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
you're tripping and moving on things. You're sort of, trying to cinch yourself through.
Yeah.
Like the king is gripping ever tighter around the torso.
It's not all adventure. It's not all swords and coins, and sometimes there's a chamber pot.
It's all adventure. What's next? What's next?
I can't wait. The thing that comes to mind is that I could send Legati through, because he's much smaller, and I could peer through his vision rather than throw myself in front of whatever this thing is, especially now that it doesn't look like it's like a lamplight.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and do that then. I find a place where I'm stable, since I will be blind while there. And I whisper to Legati, go seek out that light source. We will share visions, my friend.
Together.
So I swap my sight. With
Exactly.
him.
So he drips down the king's framework with 100% delight. Slithers down out of the pant zone, and then
How do you know?
And then wriggles through. So this portion up here has a plainly manufactured. Things have been scooted aside here in such a way as to allow passage, but passage for someone small.
Okay.
So Legati hits the ground and starts to sort of move himself through. He can move very, very easily through this mesh of wood and metal and tattered sheets.
Yeah.
And as he gets through, he enters a kind of chamber. Like the overarching wood, there is a place in the center of it.
So it's like chair legs. And
Yeah,
forms
exactly.
and-
But then down in the bottom of it, there is a little area of safety and protection. And then as he goes in, you can see 3 children. And the children are themselves the source of the light. What? And as Legati writhes his way through and then arches up like this, the dagger gripped in his tail, ready to work.
Right.
The children all look at Legati at once and then wink out.
Vanish. Oh gosh. Legati, what'd you do? Just sit that dagger down for just a minute.
Did you kill those kids?
You kill kids today?
Again?
How many kids you killed today?
Oh my God.
I told you, never again.
It's a baker's dozen.
Do I
Kill the kid.
do I recognize those 3 small children?
You might.
Are they some sort of a a nymph, a dryad, perhaps? Some sort of an elven... What's their form?
Give me an
Childlike?
give me an intelligence check.
You ain't gonna get much on one. Oh, that's not bad. Let's find out.
What's that?
Oh,
Hey, I'm very smart. That's a 22.
oh Jesus! It's a
That's a 19.
Oh, there's a 6. I was like, you are a piece of shit. That's not a 22. Fuck off.
You don't know what it
You
is.
know this modifier.
No,
Child is.
No, exactly. You are almost certain that these are the children in the painting over the fireplace.
Oh.
Wow. Like in the form? Gosh.
What?
The little forms of the drawn children.
Yeah, but Legati has the run of the place now. It's a ghost-free environ.
Well, make the most of it.
Yeah.
Now he's got the taste for child. He's just looking for other townspeople kids to kill.
he's gonna get out into the
Never sounds good.
he's gonna get out into the alley and find some more feast.
Let's poke around, I guess. Like, is there, like, have they made themselves comfortable? They seem to be able to vanish, but do they have like bedding and such? Like, have they made a nest?
And there is a folded blanket. It's not ratty in any way. There's a folded blanket, a pillow. There is also a small hammer with a pick on the back, like a mining tool, but small for fine use.
Wow.
There is a dagger, and there's also a short sword. And they're all in a pile, like ready to get.
Are they child-sized?
Yeah, they're all small. Like even the short sword is probably the largest of these implements.
Jeez.
But as I said, there is also a number of, as Legati was coming in, they looked up from papers.
Papers remain?
Parchment, absolutely.
Oh, I have
Scrolls, some of them rolled up.
Let's read those papers.
So papers, please.
There is all kinds of money, please. So there's all kinds of papers that Legati can look at.
Yeah.
He'll sort of you just basically command him to read and manipulate these papers.
Exactly.
Read
use the tip of the dagger to just gently leaf the pages over.
Yeah, so gentle.
On roll. Yeah.
So
It was
gentle.
the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
So Legati rears up over the papers and spreads them out with his tail so that he can take a peek for you in a way that actually makes sense. And a lot of it without the context that they must have had doesn't make sense right away. You have to incorporate things that you know yourself.
Okay. I do that.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll?
No. There is one of these papers looks like a map of the breathing apparatus of the wandering crypt that the party was in.
Oh. God.
The crypt's CPAP?
The crypt has a CPAP. It has whatever that thing is you need to
But
CPAP.
CPAP.
You got
Yeah.
That's what the CPAP
And the
is.
CPAP. CPAP. Oh, I deduced it. It only took 20 episodes. I got there first.
And CPAP stands for Christmas Pap.
That's right. This is our 20th episode.
It is.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we did it.
Nice work, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, but you see one, but you see another. There is another map that has the same environment, the same structure in terms of its layout, but instead of a fountain in the middle, they've drawn a picture of a statue.
Okay. All right. I'm shook. Like, I don't like that at all. So the guy, we gotta get out of here. Let's scram. And now I will physically tear this dome open if I can. How is it held together? I want to grab those papers.
Well, no, you think that you might be able to sort of wriggle in. I mean, again, it's for children, right? But you think that you might be able to wriggle in on the side, or Legati could pull them out one by one.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know that we're at a lot of danger of them returning. What do they look like? They look like real boys and girls here, right about 3 foot high.
It looked like children playing in a fort.
Okay.
Yeah, don't mess up their fort.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Everybody, I found some ghost children in the carriage house, and there's a map and a knife, and they ran away, and there's a light here.
A mess in here.
Yeah, unless they're gonna help
Get
us
the
wait
stuff
tables.
and go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're running out of bottomless breadsticks.
You know how many round steamers I have had to crank out today?
Don't you make me a liar.
Poor Kiwi stuck at the bar here.
I'm doing fine.
It's just every beer he has to, he's just like grimaces and just a single tear, like
Reliving everything.
It's starting to become a little Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Captain Kirk.
It's the same draft
But
that
I
was
have-
served that night.
I have whipped up a batch of Snarkle Blasters and have slipped them to you. So
I'm just like, beer.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the medicine, right?
That's the medicine.
Always, that's grandma's
Oh, yes,
medicine.
there is a bit more in it.
Special
what the moon
snorkel
elves like.
blasters.
No, I'm trying to
go for a
Okay, well, no, you're right. I can. I'll wriggle my way in, and just try to grab as much as I can, including the weapons if I can get them.
Absolutely,
carry them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you are comparing your own information, your own knowledge with what you see on the sheet. In their version of the same place,
Yeah.
there's no black gate indicated.
Okay.
It's just a passage that goes deeper in, and they have maps beyond that.
Oh yes. Me take.
Get me those maps.
I got maps. I got weapons.
But
Maps of what?
the maps,
It's weird kids.
Wait,
They're in here. We got them.
what do they have maps of?
We need a spray.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get a bug bomb. I think ghost
We need
memory
to get
kit
the
bomb.
eggs.
Oh, we got kids again.
They take the bait back to the nest.
This is what happened on Breaking Bad, I believe.
It's a den.
This is
but
No, I'm saying like
yeah, the additional.
I think this is the Wandering Crypt. It doesn't look exactly like ours, but they've got more info than we had.
Yeah, so as
What are they doing in here?
Yeah, exactly. So as you're relating this, you're looking at these other sheets, and then you see the map that comes after the sort of antechamber that you explored.
Yeah.
But they have it broken down by season. So the room after, they have one map for winter and another map for spring. But the internal structure is completely different in each of these seasons.
Wow.
In winter, it is a series of concentric rings. You can see that the central core has 3 doors, and then a ring around that has 2 doors, and there's a third ring around that that provides sort of like the final layer. You can't tell if like elevation, but you can tell that this is clearly a sophisticated construct.
Yeah.
The spring version is staircases at various angles. They've done their best in 2 dimensions to try to capture it, and you can tell that there's parts of it that have just been scribbled out. And then as you flip over for the next map, and you see a picture of a smiling boy and a smiling girl, and then a girl with a frown. And then this sheet says, in order, Niffy, Spisha, and Tenti.
Niffy.
And at the top it says, Drawn Incorporated.
I see that emotion. I feel the emotion.
That got me. That's sad. But wait, if you said you think you have a map of the Wandering Crypt, so Walnut stops in her tracks, she was talking to someone, and she just looks up, because I'm assuming that when we talk to each other,
There's no
we
mouth
just like,
movement. Yeah, you stop.
and you just hear, get those pieces of paper to our office immediately.
I nod in the dark. You can't see that.
I feel that you nodded.
You sense nodding.
I sense your obedience.
I grab it all and I hustle out of there as fast as I can because I don't know what these beings are.
He's spooked.
Yeah, he got spooked.
weird.
Now, from the
Own back door.
Yeah. As you are exactly, it's like ghosts in our backyard. Yeah. So as you are wriggling your way back out, the structure teeters a little bit over you. It squeaks. It doesn't like being
pushed against in a forceful way.
It is not. That is not what it's about right now. But the double doors at the front can simply it's just barred on the inside.
Oh, okay.
It'd be easy to open that up so that you can come back and try to resolve this. Try to clean it out proper tomorrow if you want to.
Let me do that. So if I wriggle out gently,
You need a shaman to do that.
pop that off. This requires more than a velvet touch.
Yeah.
Pop that off. We'll go out the front doors with my stuff, maps clutched in.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Come around to the other entrance.
And it's like you have the papers in your hands, and there's always a little bony hand reaching out from inside the cloak, just trying to paw at them.
Yeah, friend, not all adventure is meant for you.
Let me.
You were so happy in that dark room. This is important stuff. We go on a raft or something later. It'll be cool.
Canoeing. Yeah. If you're good, I'll take you canoeing.
Yeah, I enter through. I have no idea what's the scene. I just speed ahead. I find you.
So now that you've emerged from the carriage house, feeling 10 years older, not 60.
No.
You're right.
So
I
win.
Not 60.
For a drow, nah, it's actually not nothing.
Yeah.
10 years is nothing.
Just like there's an even greater, thicker, richer shock of white along the side. Of
course there is.
But the warmth of the light coming from the inn, and you can see. Imagine that it's some kind of like kitchen tactics game, and there's an AOE around Walnut Dawngrass, so that when she passes, people are eating food and drinking in an optimal way, in a precise way that is about doing it and not doing other things. And they're leaving, so there's a pretty solid churn going in there.
I almost hate to interrupt it.
Like my eyes snap over at you. I go,
Where do I put these? Look.
I see them, and
There were three figures. Those are the children. What? Look at this last page with the drawings of the three children on it.
And Walnut very carefully takes it and knows that technically this falls under Rosie's realm, potentially. And she looks at them.
Oh,
and
the
goes,
maps?
She goes, I gotta document this immediately. And then she looks at Catharsis and goes, you're working with Bee Stinger at the bar now. Orders, gotta go. And she just like shovels it up and then like runs upstairs, and she needs to go make copies.
Yeah, exactly.
Xerox everything.
Exactly. Go to the
She has to go
Xerox.
make it in triplicate.
Yeah, like the monks did.
So right
one
now,
at a time.
Kiwi, you sort of feel like you're at the eye of the storm, like at the center point where this mechanism is just sort of whirling around you. And you're worried about your limbs, honestly, to a certain extent. You're worried about being shredded if you reach too far out of this circumscribed zone.
Your station.
I've brewed you some tea since you're not drinking any ale,
Yeah, thank you.
keeping you nice and hydrated.
I don't know if that's what tea does, but thank you.
I approach.
So these hydration teas.
Friend, could you use another set of hands?
I sensed there was something amiss in whatever this kerfluffle is. I'm ready for action. Like I'm very bored by bar work. So I was actually already in the process of grabbing as many tankers as I can and just filling them up because I was gonna run them to every table.
Yeah, there you go.
And try just be like, what is it fine? Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough.
Last call, 6:30.
But I look up and do I see you? Like who's on the other side of this?
It's me leaning over the bar.
Yeah.
Like and
I'm like,
should I come over and help her? What are we doing?
Well, I'm like, dude, should I continue doing this or should I just serve everyone free beer? She won't be that mad at me.
She won't be mad at you if you're gone. We're trying to keep this place running.
Well, I heard about demon children and some point of things.
What time is it in bar time?
In real bar time.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't think I haven't conveyed to you. You haven't given me your mind number yet. So I've only been
Is
broadcasting
it like my
it to the
sleep
team.
number?
Yeah, exactly. It's about 8:30.
Okay, what time does the place usually close?
When's
Do I
last
know
call?
that?
You have no idea.
All right, well, maybe we're closing early for the holiday today.
It's last call.
86 round steamers.
86 steamers.
86 is steamers. We could close early.
Yeah,
Like I said,
that'll keep it
no, well,
running.
we need to come in on time and under budget. I'm the hordes person. This is important to me too.
Kiwa's like, I'm fine doing whatever you want, but Mikey is like, I didn't travel all the way from fucking Dallas to like give people food and drinks here.
Sometimes
So
that's the fantasy you live in.
Sometimes, like,
Mikey, this
This is Mikey Numa.
Yeah.
No,
So
And apostrophe.
I come around the side of the bar.
yeah.
We can't give out more than's been ordered, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I get Legati out. Put the dagger down or keep it if you want to. Maybe you can use it to open bottles. And then, now, do I have a sense of how strong the Lizard King is?
In terms of what? Like vigorous?
Bar
Like
backing. I want to create a Coyote Ugly scenario with Legati
he's up on
and the desiccated king
Sexy dancing on the bar.
to take over or help. Can they do that?
you
I lean to the Lizard King and I say, food service is the true adventure.
the last adventure?
The last adventure. He has no strength in his body, is that right?
No, he's very flexible as we determined.
All right.
So you want him to
He could polish.
what would be his raiment?
He could be nude as he is, because I assume he's so dried. It's like a wiry piece of jerky.
I feel like Cathris is deeply out of touch with what people want to see behind the bar
At a
restaurant.
restaurant.
What they want is their drink, and they want it fast, and they want it cold.
If there's
And
undead serving
if
it,
the snake,
so be it.
And this dead thing that I wear sometimes can provide that.
Is this like a franchise of the
Yeah.
Get In?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, basically.
Franchise opportunities available.
Or we could just kick everyone out.
You can
Yeah, I
if
think
you
we're
want
closing
to.
early for the holiday.
Yeah.
You're welcome to.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna just baconate this situation.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
And just
go
be
for it.
like, just start screaming at everyone, and be like, "We're done here, everyone.
There's
Closing
children
early.
in the food. Everyone else.
We found baby ghost memories, and we're closing early. And you better tell Papa that this was amazing."
Can I get the intimidation roll?
Oh, you better believe I already had the die ready.
Do you got? Oh,
Take
you don't.
advantage.
Yeah. Well, I do get +5. That's still 11. I don't have an advantage.
Oh, okay.
So that is 10 is decent.
11, but I got 11.
Yeah.
So better than decent. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Decent plus.
I mean, I could entitlement this.
So, no. So, yeah.
Jerry's like, please don't.
It's up to you. You can do how you like. But so everybody's just like while they're chewing their last bites of food, like they start, like the individual people at the tables start piling up their own plates and cups.
Perfect.
Nice.
And they bring them up to the bar, and then they walk out and like look back in, and then look back out, and then while they walk out of the front, they look back in the window.
Yeah. Happy
Just like
milestones.
pushing them one by one, be like, thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Meanwhile,
seeing ya.
I'm squatting down
Remember-
behind the bar and talking to the Lizard King and Legati, addressing both of them. These drinks are going to come in fast, so we got to stay on top of things. You can tell Legati what to do. You make sure you get the ales out from here, and if you need him to run the food from the window to you, then and then I see that everybody's the dishes stacking, and the Lizard King is like visibly like, oh.
Yeah, he's pretty compressed right now. I mean, he can stretch himself out if he wants to, and he
Yeah.
can be big if he wants to, but he's having fun.
Okay.
He's doing his thing.
All right.
Functionally speaking, you wear him like armor
Yeah.
right now.
I am imagining him like a vest.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Sort of grapples around.
A stretchy, dusty vest.
Oh, I guess we're closing. Back in the cloak. Everybody in.
I thought of him as a second cape. Like his arms were tied around your neck, and he's a cape you wear under your cape.
Oh,
It's like a
like
capelet.
little bony
Yeah.
lizard
Yeah.
hands
Yeah.
right here.
That's what he looks. And sequins.
Yeah. Liberace-like.
Yeah, so they are on their way. Everybody is moving out. You can see them sort of adjusting the tables back to where they were.
You're fine.
No, fix it.
No, as they see the serpent coiling back around me and this other lizard thing crawling in, like, you're okay to leave those there. We'll get them. It's no worries. Come back soon.
They don't believe you. They still make the adjustments. They think this is some kind of test. Ultimately, everyone blows out the door, and it sort of swings, and then swings shut.
We did it,
Lock it.
everybody. Yeah.
We did it. Job well done. Place isn't burnt down.
And I'm like, we?
Kiwi's all like fried.
Yeah, I just wet. My man bun is all a mess.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
it's chaotic. The whole orb.
Yeah, like 2 hairs are out of place, and I'm like, look at this chaos. My bun.
It's come unbunned.
Can be yours if you want.
Walnut, have you made copies yet? We need to have a team meeting.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he had a pickup line on you, and you're so on brand.
Run it back.
It's okay. It's fine. Let's keep going.
How does it make you feel?
Which part?
You say you do a pickup line. That's how frequently it's happened to me. You do a pickup
you
line.
seem to ignore it, so it's okay.
I sense that some outreach is being made. You're good too, friend.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rosie is shocked at your level of eroticism.
Well,
You discovered it.
Yeah.
well,
They're hidden depths.
the bar's closed tonight, and you each draft with a minimum of head.
I look at you quite confused. Say that again, friend.
Walnut, are you finished with the writing? Let's discuss this.
And you hear one go, yes, fine, I'm coming downstairs now. Yeah, it's done. And she definitely did it, but she was looking at something else when they did that. It was her letter.
I got a plate of Snargle Blasters, pot of tea, set it down on a table. Let's go over this.
Walnut comes down with the ones that she has dutifully copied.
Maps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me those maps.
Yes, and lays out the maps, each one, and then she holds the picture of the kids, and she's looking at the painting on the wall, and she's looking at the kids, looking at the painting on the wall, and does this about like 20 times, and looks at Kiwi and goes like, I mean, those look like the same kids, right?
Yes, quite.
It's not just me. I think you already told her.
You did not believe me.
And then she goes,
I just like to feel useful.
she slams it down. She goes, all right, theories.
I don't. Now here's the question. So they are corporeal.
Yeah.
They seem to be either something pretending to be them or some. What
I love that. I love that. That's your first.
They need a
thought.
nest. Yeah. I found a nest. They could have been in a nest.
Where did they go? What happened?
Yeah. What can I roll for this to determine what type of a thing it was?
What do you want to roll?
I don't know.
And that'll determine what type of information.
I want to
you
know
get.
I want to know the magical
Arcana
nature of
sounds
them
right,
because they
yeah.
seem to have
Yeah.
some Arcana.
The new scent from Arcana.
It's 15.
Yeah. You think that they might have been? It could have been a ghost. I mean, there was no. I mean,
Ghost?
but typically in that setting, I mean, ghosts don't just like appear and leave.
Yeah.
They typically are bound to a specific place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're bound to a specific place because of something unresolved.
Yeah.
Do they make maps often?
Ghost mappers.
I'm not.
The maps could be from before.
Have
they
you never
died.
sand Ghost Hunters?
I'm not a ghost expert.
I'm not a ghost.
I'm not a ghost, so
I can't speak for
I
that
can't
community.
speak for 'em.
Checks out.
Yeah.
But you think that if they were ghosts, authentic ghosts, with the ghost seal,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That they wouldn't just dematerialize or disappear.
Right.
That they would still be there somewhere.
So you think that they have used the photographs of these children or paintings or whatever they are to assume a form?
I think it's weird that Profa would ask us to clean out this carriage house, which, if the ghost did not make that nest or that fort, then those that belonged to her children and has not been disturbed in a very long time.
Oh.
Why would she ask us to go in there and clear it like it was just full of junk?
She wasn't aware of it?
Possible. I don't know how long it's been closed for. Do I have any sense of how old that room is? I found a chamber pod with contents that had not dried.
Yeah, a couple decades, you think at least.
Yeah, okay. It's an old one.
Poop.
I knew it.
Spectral.
Yeah.
Spore.
The door is also open at this point, so we're free to re-explore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get in there.
We go in, we see the mess on the floor, like, Cthulhu, here?
Seriously?
Come on, man.
Ew.
There's a toilet inside.
This time it wasn't me.
So are you guys are you filing in the open doors?
Yeah, let's go.
In front, Kiwi, you feel a little tug on your pant leg.
Yeah.
There is a child with a small pouch.
Okay.
What?
In the bar?
No. Basically, as you guys have exited the bar and are out here, as everyone else has moved
There's a
in,
minor in the bar.
there's a tug. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
That's against all
And it's
sorts of
offensive.
regulations.
There's a small tug on the pant leg, and you turn to see a halfling child there with a little pouch of money, and she says, "Can you please give this to the grandmother?"
I'm hesitant, but I take it.
Right.
Say yes.
As soon you're trying to handle your side of this bargain,
Yeah.
but even before you can get 3 words out, she is turned and then has down an alley and just disappears.
It's very trusting.
I think at this point I have also removed my bow and pulled out an arrow.
Yeah,
I'm just sort of waiting.
yeah, exactly. Now you know.
Place is lousy with kids.
But I have the pouch of.
Another ghost?
It's coming right for us!
How many maps do you have?
It's trying to buy us off.
At a certain point, it's just about harvesting maps from ghost children.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
metagame.
unsure,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. So you're ready. But your first instinct
Always.
when anything unexpected happens is to be ready. That's what
Turn in
you
the direction the party is not in.
exactly.
Pinpoint. Yeah.
Exactly. So as you this obviously this structure is not 100% stable.
Yeah. You're talking about the little fort with it.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Exactly. But there's going to be members of the party for which it's easier to enter into a place the size of a child.
Certainly.
No, dude, no, it's like Winnie the Pooh, 100%. Just the legs kicking out.
Found something.
It's a honey jar.
Yeah. Do we need lighting that's not a spell that I will waste here? Can we light a torch, something, candle?
I can do a dark vision. That
Is it better than my dark vision? Or what? You have dark vision too.
No, I don't.
Really?
Oh, wait, no, I do. I
That's
have.
enough.
That's up to 60 feet. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
passive.
Okay. Yeah. You should be able to see pretty good in there too.
it sounds like
But yeah,
I'm the right size.
Yeah. I almost brought it down.
You'll
when I
never
went there.
believe who taught me that.
Wink. So I'll do dark vision on myself.
Oh no, I was talking about Gary.
I touch a willing creature. I touch myself on the nose.
Yep.
Now I have the ability to see in the dark for the duration, which is 8 hours. I can
Nice.
see out to 60 feet.
You're gonna hang out in there as long as you want.
Yeah,
Up to 8
up to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take off my cloak and I hand it to Kiwi, and then I
Yes, I'm here
crawl.
for this.
I crawl in there.
apparently.
Yeah, you hold.
I have a bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You have hands. Come on.
I crawl in.
Yeah. So you could even stand up in here.
Okay.
I mean, this is the appropriate adventure-rich venue for adventure-seeking children and halfling grandmothers. Apparently,
We have a lot in common.
it's optimal. And here, like untouched by the terror that Cthulhu experienced, you can see that this is basically like a base camp.
Like a kid's treehouse fort type thing.
Yeah, you can. There's a couple desiccated oranges
Some porn.
There's nothing like that.
Desiccated oranges.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like clearly they were massing things
Got it.
here a long time ago.
Okay. Do I see anything that causes me interest that I should investigate further? Desiccated besides the desiccated oranges?
No, that's the best thing they got.
Okay.
That's the best thing they got in there.
All right. Roll perception on those oranges.
Exactly. Oh, I just heard a beep from the Alyssa device. Shadow Council, obviously, may our labors please you. We're going to come up to our commercial break. Obviously, subscribers don't see commercials; they see cool C-Team stuff. Subs let us do the whole thing. Something to consider. In any event, we'll see you shortly. Don't go away. Hello. I'm Jerford K. Horkins, and all the other people that I constantly refer to myself as. Now, when last we saw our heroes, they had penetrated the inner sanctum of Drawn Incorporated, a adventuring company of some renown, specifically to 3 children a couple decades ago. Their adventures are more or less lost to time, but our adventurers have found some artifacts related to their travels back in time. Continue to turn the place over,
Yeah.
grandmother.
Okay. I'm going to keep investigating. Should I do perception checks?
You should
What do you
absolutely
like me to
do perception
Okay.
checks.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. I will also take advantage on this
Ho ho.
because I really want to perceive the hell out of it. Okay, so that was a
Pretty good.
14.
That's very good.
And that's a 10. Okay, so total of 16.
16 on your perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Alyssa.
That's a
With
fun
the
noise.
beeps.
Saddest robot.
I don't want.
Dinar steps on a mouse.
Yeah. I don't want to hear
man.
anything that is
more of a-
not that sweet.
Sound.
From now on,
I don't think a mouse could take the.
you do ascertain something.
What? What is it?
Well, all the
A recliner
papers
of them in the one episode.
that he had secured via Legati, they've been removed from the center of this, and he had picked them up in he had picked them up in great haste, and so there are things that he missed here in the center below. One of the boards of the base in the carriage house has clearly been raised and lowered many times.
Okay. Can I pull it up myself?
You can. It's a werewolf.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's not. No.
Scraping sound of a whip.
So you guys, you can hear the wood squeaking as you pry. How do you pry this thing up?
Yeah. With my bare fucking hands.
Yeah, you just get down.
You aced that base.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
You
I'm jacked. Let me remind
Oh,
you.
that's you.
you find a piece of charcoal inside this hole. You find a piece of charcoal inside this char hole.
Oh, that makes sense. That's where you would find it.
Absolutely not. Not
We'll see if
again.
you quit.
Never again. You see a looking glass
Charcoal, looking glass. Okay.
inside this hole, and then you see a few additional old scraps of paper.
Okay. And I'll reach in and grab those scraps.
Okay,
Bonus treats.
the scraps of a werewolf. No, they're not. They're not a werewolf. I'm not. I'm sorry. Hi. Obviously. So as you're looking through these sheets, they say, each of them says a person is practicing writing their name. And so you see Tenti and Portentia written, it must be 20 different times.
Okay.
Just sort of trying to dial it in.
Sure.
You see a bunch of pictures just of a girl's face, but on each of them says Tenti or Portentia, but the faces are not the same.
Okay.
Wait. What?
All right. So do all of the ones that say Portentia look the same and all the ones that say Tenti look the same? Or they're just all over the place?
They are varied.
Okay.
They are substantially varied
Okay.
in shape. Sometimes it's the ears.
Okay.
Is it skill or it's obviously not supposed to be the same.
Are these skilled portraits?
Well, I mean, even a child can make a circle multiple times.
Sure.
These things together, combined with the looking glass, it's some kind of study, it seems like.
Okay. What's on the other scraps?
This is just someone's private. This is someone's private collection.
Okay. Do the faces, any of the faces, look familiar to me based on what we've seen in that?
Yeah. One of them looks like the girl in the portrait inside.
Okay.
None of the faces have a smile on them.
Okay.
They're all either neutral or agitated.
Okay. And we know, I remember, we've talked about this, we've covered this several times, but in character, Rosie knows that Portentia is one of Prophetess's children.
Indeed.
And she is
the youngest.
The one who is one of the ones presumed dead.
That's correct.
Okay. And her other daughter is also presumed dead.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the current timeline.
Okay. Okay.
And Omen is also dead.
Omen is dead. We killed him.
To me.
Yeah.
In the future.
Of werewolf disease.
Critical werewolf.
Okay. So the charcoal,
Use your werewolf die.
this appears to be, the charcoal, I take it, is what has been used to draw on these pieces
That's
of
your
parchment?
suspicion.
Okay. And using...
There's a case to be made.
There's a looking glass. Can I use the looking glass to examine this further and to find anything else of note on this paper?
You think it might just be a little mirror?
Oh, I see. Looking glass, not magnifying glass. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's trying to draw herself. She's trying to draw self-portraits. She's working on that.
That is a interpretation
Interesting.
of these events.
Okay. Amy's got a theory.
No.
No, I hate Acquisitions Incorporated.
Do I see anything else in here of note to grab?
Uh,
I'll just gather up all this stuff and bring it out with me.
There's a couple buttons. I mean, it's
Not much.
Can I roll perception on those buttons?
Yeah, sure.
I'll grab the buttons. I like buttons. It's fine. Okay.
Go ahead. What do you want, Cathris?
Friend.
Too bad.
No, you go ahead and roll them. And then
I was just going to make sure there's nothing else, and then I'll exit the
You don't. Yeah.
hideout. Okay.
There's nothing apparent. The secret inside the secret is rare, statistically speaking. Why even roll?
You won't find it.
Do you want me to fucking roll? Do you want me to roll?
I do.
roll.
Please.
Get a
After
20.
you did that.
It's a 13.
There's nothing there.
Buttons are
No.
cursed.
The best damn thing is, as far as you know, there's nothing there.
So I still have on me, at least this is how I.
A Lizard King.
He's right here, close to my heart.
You just like to reiterate your personal inventory of
So
clickers.
everybody knows for the
Barnacles.
purposes of role play.
Yeah, it's been 15 minutes.
All
So
stay on
just,
track. No, I have. I'm hanging on to the dagger from that we found
From
here.
Magladi's dagger?
Right,
Oh, you mean the small dagger inside?
the small dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a weaponsman.
Oh,
I've
sure.
heard.
Yeah.
What is the quality of this dagger? Is it well made, or is it like that of a child?
Should I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perception on that?
Perception.
He's a big boy.
Give me the,
Oh, you're gonna love this.
give me the big nut tender dice.
Feel the roll.
2.
Is it even a weapon?
Might be a knife.
I'm just like, it's toothpaste, and you're like, who is this?
No, my hand, my hand caresses.
He cuts off 4 of his own fingers. Ah!
No, I was going to say,
Why? All I've left is the pinky to drink with.
the worst finger.
I could tell it's sharp.
Well, if you don't know how to use it, Chris.
I'll save it for table talk.
So please.
I was going to say, I'm handing you the dagger, and because of my gentle caress,
Yeah, I hold.
you don't even notice the dagger.
Yeah.
You forget to examine it.
Well, clearly.
What is it? Is it a value, or is it? Do we think that they stole these, or did they make them? It's not made of wood. It's a real metal dagger. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
it's a real metal dagger. It has a decent edge, but it is not like top tier.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It's not.
But this is not a toy.
right. That's what
This is not a toy.
I take the scraps while you guys are doing this, and I bring them over to you. You have dark vision, so you can see
Everything.
everything. And I hand them over to you, and I say, "What do you make of these?"
Can I do a... There's nothing no one would know about this.
the dice.
You're trying to crank up the old metagame engine there, Walnut?
Well, I look at it and I go, children are just like terrible artists, huh?
Yeah, they're bad at everything.
But so it just says it's Tenty. There's no like other versions of this where it's anybody else.
She says Portentia.
It's just different. Like one sheet is just different, like different handwriting of the same name. And then the other ones are pictures that each say Portentia or Tenty on top.
I would like to roll using because I'm a level 2 documenter now. I would like to see if I feel like the same hand drew all these.
Oh, that is excellent. Now, documency, in this case, would be a wisdom roll plus your documency level.
Oh. Joke's on you.
Bing!
I don't need it. Ooh, hang on, wait. 1923.
There is no doubt in your mind that the same hand is responsible for the both the inscriptions of the names Tenty and Portentia, and you are convinced that all of these drawings are from the same hand.
So I look at it and I just say, well, I've heard that artists really take a long time to learn how to see. And so this kid was just really trying to be better at seeing herself. I don't know. They're awful. They're just awful. These drawings are not good. I don't know a lot about the city.
So
but I said this.
About kids.
You
can play too, Dinar Blit'zen.
Yeah, Dinar.
What happened to the ghost babies? They
They
disappeared?
just vanished when they saw the snake and the dagger in there, Legati with the dagger.
What were they doing before that?
Bent over these drawings, one of them anyway, or these maps and such, the papers.
Can any of us talk to them or try to?
Make them come back.
Assuming that they're
Oh, can you reach
hear
out?
us? Yeah.
I don't know that that's a thing that awakened mind does. Yeah, it's a visible creature, sadly.
Well, we can maybe let our DM litigate that.
Yeah, that's quitter talk.
Can I see them? Are they here?
Legoditate. No. See, now it sounds like it's like when young people try to do the Ouija board.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, are they here? Please.
Do we have a Ouija board?
Uh-oh.
I'm all right.
Brian's like, I don't want to do this.
Tenty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're doing it.
Portentia. No, it's not true.
Commit to the bit.
She's here. Can I do detect magic?
I'm sweating. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
I do it. I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. And then if I do sense magic in this way, I can use my action to see a faint aura. So I want to cast it on all of us, just in case there's any magic going on with anything
Oh, yeah.
around us.
I have that too.
With all stuff. Yeah, I could have detected magic.
Every time I do that, though, you're like, all right, roll for damage. It was so magical, it hurt you.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So I stopped doing it.
Well, no, something you got scared. You got scared.
It's already getting hurt.
But you did. But it's funny though.
It's such a hot stove enough times and you don't touch it anymore.
But the last time you detect heat on the stove,
Yeah.
and you find it.
Through your pain sensors.
Yeah, exactly. No, so using detect magic, it's light.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's light.
Yeah. I mean, it's bright. I mean, it's like
A light.
it's like a light dusting
Okay. A light dusting.
of magic.
I also would learn at School of Magic, if any.
children's laughter.
Let's see.
Come on, buddy.
Ooh.
Illusory?
No.
Necrotic.
No, it's not necrotic.
Let's bring them
Chris
eyeballs
the
out
Angel.
here.
What's that? Chris Angel Street.
Mind
No,
freak?
what's it? Yeah, mind.
Have I been freaked?
No.
Yeah, how's my mind react?
It's not clear. There is just a melange.
Nice cover. Okay. So I look around the print and I go, I detect magic here.
I think you cancel it, Troy.
Yeah. I sense that there's been magic used here.
I think I get
So when the magic ghost memory babies disappeared into nowhere, magic was involved?
And only goes.
All right, hold on.
Listen, spirits have been known to linger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But do they have to let it linger?
Do they have to?
Do they have to?
Do they have to let it linger?
Wow.
If there's
I'll
a,
roll perception.
if there's a, no, you roll to linger.
To let. Roll to let.
You take 5 points of psychic damage and you are lingered.
You are a cranberry.
Can you try to talk to them? I mean, I
No,
know.
no. I mean, basically, what are we talking about?
No, this is what I'm gonna do
We're
though.
gonna do
All right.
exorcism.
I lean over to Rosie and said, "You've been in there.
Yeah.
And you know him.
Yeah.
How much do you trust him?"
This one?
Yeah.
He's my child. I mean,
Is he?
So dreamless.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
is he a good one?
I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Is he a mess?
Are you 3 ghost children?
So
Stacked up?
I was actually wondering if I could attempt to communicate with the ghost children. And to answer your question, no, of course, no.
I think I would have noticed that.
Do you see a trench coat
But he just
hiding
doesn't-
the frames of 3 small
This
children?
could have been a long con.
No. It's like you sort of feel the arms tighten.
He's scared.
He's excited. Aw, Boney.
Oh
But can I attempt to communicate with him?
Yeah.
no. Please.
Well,
Yeah.
Dungeons and motherfucking Dragons.
Yeah, of course
we're
you.
not-
Well, I think I may have something in common with them. So
In that you're also a ghost?
Oh, he admitted it. Nice.
Smooth.
Nice.
Oh, Alyssa, the timer is Goofsville.
yeah, it's 5 hours and
We got
20
5
more
more
minutes.
hours.
No doubt,
screen.
it could be, Alyssa, that the Shadow Council would be overjoyed.
Shadow Council has hexed our timer.
Yeah, exactly. With the Shadow Hex. But I'm sure they're delighted at the next 5 hours worth of game. Although Matt Mercer might be less delighted. We'll see.
Can we look at the maps again?
Oh, yeah. So you wanna just because they're not here.
Well, okay. I didn't know if they just disappeared
Yeah,
or if they
they're-
were completely.
They are not presently here.
Visibly.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, but that's confusing again.
Just try it.
Okay.
Try it, yeah.
Try to bring them back.
I get +1 to language for favorite enemy. I don't know if that plays in any way.
We all hate
But
these children. Wow, I hate them. They scared me.
I basically find a corner to kneel in this very disgusting horse toilet, and I say, Are you the tortured children of someone who perhaps have lost parents or loved ones in an early life? And if so, we would like to help you. So please give us a sign that we're on the right path, if
So
possible.
let's see. When you say about the time you say give us a sign that we are, you hear voices,
Okay.
but they're very quiet and they don't appear to be responding to you.
And I tell everyone to shut up. I'm like,
Fuck off. No, they don't appear to be responding to you, but
They're just
you have
noisy.
entered into a place with reverence, care, and concern,
okay.
and you are able to hear a conversation between 3 voices, as near as you can tell.
Are they child voices or?
They seem like the voices of the register is proper.
That draws me nearer. I want to walk in the direction of the voices. If
Okay,
possible.
so at a certain point, once you come in contact with this sort of wicker structure, it's obviously it isn't like Pier 1, but it's just sort of like
like a
it's just
wicker man?
sticks and wood that's sort of bent over and water damaged, and you hear a boy's voice say, "We've gone there twice this week. If we go again, I guarantee you, Mama's going to find out. We need longer time between trips, and we need more time to prepare. I'm sorry, Tenty, we can't do this.
Okay, so it is Tenty.
We can't.
Tenty is-
We can't do it as often as you want. I know that you love it, and I love it too. But somebody's going to get hurt down there, and they're going to get hurt because we can't plan."
Okay, so if I can still, I will rejoin the group and share this knowledge. And
it's the whole time. It's like a whisper.
yeah,
You can hear it.
barely, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it might have been a whisper when it was said the first time.
So I think we should try to find a basement or something below the house, if there is.
And none of us heard this whisper. Just
No. He entered into a mental state that allowed him access to this voice.
where was the whispering the loudest in this area?
The closer he got to the heap,
The heap that I was in.
The fort.
it's correct.
Okay. Okay, so you think that there's a basement that we should try to find?
Well, they said they didn't want to go down there, which implies either a well or a basement to me.
This is
The crypt.
this
is
is the crux. We've been searching for. I was going to say Christmas.
You're
catches him up.
welcome.
Yeah.
And then, but I actually have to catch you up. We've been tasked to search for this thing that Omen refers to as the Wandering Crypt, and this seems to be, based on the maps, what they as children were exploring. And Omen has some deal with this crypt. He's not pleased with it. He wants us to seek it out. And it looks like, I mean, there was a character we spoke to that disbelieved the evidence of it. That thought it was nonsense. Was that Propha?
Propha does not believe this nonsense.
Propha didn't.
Propha
Omen
didn't, and
it killed his sister.
yeah, and the agent you spoke to from Drawn Enterprises,
Right.
they have a completely other sort of cosmology that surrounds the
shardling.
shardling.
Right. But
and anything we see.
They
from
don't
out
like
there-
the unnecessary drawn poetry.
So the maps were of the crypt itself. There
Yes.
was nothing in the maps that indicated entrance to where the
it
crypt
is,
was
yeah.
relative to town,
because it
right?
seems like it's moving.
Yeah.
Trying to move. But the trick might be to lure it to us.
I mean, they found it multiple times.
In multiple seasons.
Yeah.
That's true.
I look at Kiwi and I go, I gotta ask. You've never heard of a wandering crypt, have you?
I've heard tales of one, yeah.
What
But
tales?
the stories and bars I avoid.
There we go.
Sober tales
Tasteful.
exclusively. Well, do you guys feel like going out to the place where we last saw it?
Oh God,
I know.
there's such bad memories of that.
yeah,
I have
let's
bad memories
go.
of just about everything we've ever done.
Yeah, I know. This has not been
go.
great
So it's
for me.
10 o'clock at
go.
night.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
We should go, guys. You want to
I
go?
got my dark vision on.
No.
I'm good.
Not even a
I'm
little
good
bit.
for
I'm good
7
till
more
sunrise.
hours.
Can I try one more thing?
Yeah.
No, you can play. You can play all the D&D you want.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how it would turn over anything. So I shush everyone real quick. And I kneel and I place my hand on the ground. And I say, if you want to tell us where this wandering crypt is, please make a noise or give us a sign in the direction.
So are you inside?
Yeah.
Have you you've entered in? You tried to enter in with your mom?
Like crawled through into the
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
structure
I'm not
with
that
you?
bad.
Yeah,
I'm stuck.
where the source of the sound
Yeah.
was.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been trying to communicate with this house, so I want to communicate directly, and ask them like, if this will help put your soul at ease, please point us in the direction we are supposed to go.
Exactly. So you again with the same air of reverence
Yeah,
and care and concern
yeah.
that you executed so fruitfully before. You've placed your hand sort of in that. Clearly,
I want them to feel my touch.
what was a ritual space,
Yeah, just the.
and there's nothing.
Okay.
So you stand up and you hit your head on some of this, so like a chair leg that has been. It is a part of this heap, and a roll of paper slides out and hits the ground.
I grab the paper and I say, "Ha!" No, I don't say that.
Why not? You earned it.
I'm the nice one. That's how
I loosened when I was wriggling.
Well, I'm not.
Hey.
We okay.
I'm nice.
No, fuck off, all of you. No, so I unroll the paper, and I gather anyone in the house to look.
Yeah.
With me, or,
I mean, you recognize it. Having just come down here, you recognize this as a crude. You as well, I mean, instantaneously, like a very crude, iconic, almost spiritual in terms of its like abstract nature, map of Red Larch and the surrounding area.
Oh shit!
So there is.
I love maps. too.
So
Yo, dog.
just
Happy Mother's Day.
just north, just north and west of the town,
Yeah.
in an area that you know was once thick with red larch trees, now clear cut, and used to build this grotesque parody of a civilization.
Not there anymore.
There is a circle and an X, and it says winter.
Aha.
What season are we in
I was just
right
about to
now?
ask,
Yeah.
what's the season we're in?
This is I'm trying to make it easy for you guys.
Yeah.
We're too done.
I
This is,
understand.
no,
but
I
wanna-
don't mean like that. I'm saying right now it's summer.
okay. Okay. Got it.
I think that's where it is.
And we're only like in-game time, a couple weeks removed, right, from when we first saw that crypt the other time, right?
But you've had a couple pretty long.
We've had a couple pretty long
rides.
adventures, right?
Now-
A couple long rides, so
Hold
maybe
on
like
a
a month.
second. As cartographer, I would know where we last saw the Wandering Crypt
Oh yeah, you made a
You
map
did
of
make
it.
a note of it.
relative to Red Larch.
Right.
And I presume we saw it in summer.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Was it summer or spring when
Yeah.
we saw it last
was
time?
it summer or spring?
Yeah. Oh, back then, let's see, when that started up, that would still have been like late spring,
Okay.
early summer.
So relative to Red Larch, where was that?
This map does not include the region that you discovered the crypt. This map is very local.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But what I'm interested in is trying to at least put another sort of point on this map so that we can try to track the
Get a
orbits.
range.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it might come back to the same spots in this different seasons.
yeah,
Caught
yeah.
it right on the edge of spring, summer.
So was the place we saw it relative to Red Larch, east, west, north,
Far south.
Far south. Okay.
Far south.
that's-
Literally down the long road in the Sumber Hills.
Oh, that's
Spring.
right.
Okay, so this is spring. I'll put late spring just in case it's
I'll get some red string.
verging on. Yeah,
find.
exactly.
Start clipping up
This is such a
newspapers.
fucking find.
Good
Yeah,
find.
this is huge. Yeah.
You just broke this main
amazing.
quest wide open.
With my head.
I've never been more
That's-
proud of you than I am right now.
Dude, this quest is orange.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, XP.
Where's fall and summer on the map?
They're not there.
Oh, we only see we see the winter.
We see winter, and I just added spring,
Okay.
And we need to find summer.
summer, and autumn if we want to try to track its whole thing.
But what is it right now?
Right now it's summer.
Right now it's
In
summer.
And we don't
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
And it's not on this map.
And we don't know where it
So-
is.
We don't know where it is, but we will know
guesstimate
come.
based on the available information.
It's a wandering crypt.
Sure. We
It only has
have
4
We know two places it's not.
we have two points. One here, one here.
We're
So-
also assuming that that's an orbit. Like
right.
you
I
would
am
have to
assuming it's
fit
an orbit.
But a
It
circular
could be
orbit.
linear too.
It could be teleporting around.
Yeah.
It may or may not come back to those spots. We don't have a lot of data.
Yeah.
It could be like
can I
a
see the
crypto
actual-
requirement.
We don't. Yeah. I mean, you don't know if it could be an elliptical like that, and so it's here.
be-
Let's run back
Right.
inside and rip the painting off the wall and see if there's anything behind it.
Good idea.
Oh my god. Yes, this is the Da Vinci Code. Let's do it.
Let's just tear this place apart. I bet there's a lot of secrets.
Smash
If
it.
this is what
Well, now she's gone, right?
this is what's hidden where the horses shit, imagine what's in the house.
Can we, if we divide, if this is a linear path, these are the two extremes,
Yeah.
right? So summer would be right here. So we divide this into fourths.
I see.
Right?
I see. If you're
No, but,
thinking if it just like
can
wanders,
we determine, is there
it just goes-
anything right here?
sure.
we
Yeah,
don't
we
know
could
what
check it
it's
out.
orbiting. That's.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's orbiting. If we do
Yeah.
it simply and it's linear, I don't think it hurts us to explore a little bit and try to gain more information.
I was just gonna say so basically you and Kiwi is just like right behind you. You guys are
Yeah.
looking at the same map,
Right.
like pointing like as one person
Right.
at
Like
it.
we've shared cartographic
Yeah,
knowledge. before.
that particular zone
Yeah.
would not be super far from the Doomgate Inn. I mean, that would be south.
Oh.
That's a jaunt.
Yeah, I mean that's south a couple days at least.
Yeah.
But in terms of distance, like if it's purely abstract,
Yeah.
in terms of like guessing where it is in relation, like that would be about where that is.
Okay.
I'll check it out, guys.
The doom
You hold,
Bye.
you hold this in here down. You hold down the drawn and courtier, and I'll just hop, take the
No.
cart, see if I mean, it's a couple days.
Here's what we do.
It's not a big deal.
I'm not gonna let you
If I find it, I'll come back.
I got
alone
it.
in the crypt.
Yeah.
If I find
No,
like
that's
a
fine.
big
Let him go.
hole, then,
No.
you know, and then there's a rope or something, and that's just how far it can travel out of
Based
its
on
yard.
the 2 seasons, if that's an orbit and not a linear path, that'll be much more than 2 days.
No. We get.
Just diameter-wise.
How long would it take a falcon to fly?
I think it has to be linear because of the 2 seasons.
I'm
We
gonna
summon a
take
falcon.
Falcon.
It picks up Legati. Legati flies over there. Do the
Level
vision.
7.
Check that out.
Misty
Are you
step
ready for
over
that
there.
bird
You
shit?
teleport there.
Level
Bang.
7.
Done. Yeah,
First
I just got you to teleport there.
Beat the game.
I did. I'm the best.
I'm
moves.
done. No.
I think this
3
is a
moves.
piece
You're
of-
stuck there.
I think this is a piece of information that will eventually lead us to the
Yeah.
crypt, but I don't think that we.
We don't have enough
I think
points
we've now,
on the data.
we've put together 2 points, and we do need to figure out, I think, one more to triangulate where
Where
it
it could
is.
be.
Now, the kids have a map of it in the spring
Yeah.
and in the winter, which implies that they found it in the spring.
Wait, that means that they've been to the winter one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whispering said they went a couple times.
Walnut feels very confused that Omen has been to where her home was.
Oh. Could you write to Omen and ask him? It looks like there's been
Dear Niffy.
Yeah. Couldn't he have just told us
That
this?
would get him.
Hold on to that.
That would get him.
Dear Niffy, I found something that may be of interest to you. Perhaps it's time to show up at the Drawn Courtier in person.
Actually, I think Walnut would like to write a letter.
You can play all the Dungeons and Dragons you want to at this table.
I thought it was going to be, but
But
Omen doesn't care.
But it looks like your fingers.
So while y'all are doing this, I think Walnut would put in a like an official request saying that.
So you crack open your
new ledger?
your new document.
And I heard that I have new quills.
Oh yeah, all new quills, new inks, all new quills, new inks, and it has a custom cover as well. Did he read that to you?
What? There's a custom cover?
Yeah.
What'd the custom cover say?
Did he not?
Jordash.
Did he not?
Maybe I forgot. Just tell me.
Well, here, and if I remember,
Drawn and Gabbana.
if memory serves,
Drawn and Goblin.
if memory serves, yes.
Goblina.
It says no, it's Goblin, and no. It says Documency Ledger on the top, gold embossed, red larch branch,
Okay.
being a catalog of business transacted in the Desserin Valley. Walnut Donggrass Documencer.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Walnut looks like that.
did not read that to us.
Feels really good. No, he would never
I
read that to me.
suspect he said, "I'll let Jerry read it." I think.
Yeah, I
that
think he
may
did
have
say
said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think
But
he
that's-
said some garbage from your campaign. I don't know.
But that's what it says down at the very bottom of it. And so you see it and you're like, I am a fucking Documencer.
I open it.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that Walnut has like put in the forward the letter that she got from Omen, and she just keeps moving forward. But
That's the bookmark.
this is the bookmark. But so writing a letter basically saying that we found this information in the carriage house of the Drawn and Courtier. It seems that and Walnut's going to phrase it where she's going to leave it open for interpretation for him, where it's like, I know, and I know you know, but I'm not going to say it explicitly. And she goes, that 3 children that had once resided here had been, exploring the Wandering Crypt. And she's saying that, we've got 2 locations. We're looking to narrow down a 3rd location. If you have any information that would be helpful to us, now would be a great time. And then she says, and then she finishes off all that, signs on the dotted line, initials it twice, and then attaches just another really small note that she had already pre-written that was a thank you for her new ledger and the note. And,
Right. Very tasteful.
And also, it said, I also won Wizard Cart. Thought that was very interesting.
Writing home from summer camp.
I met your friend Jim. He was all right.
He was
and then-
3 small chickens.
He was some chickens.
Include this note as well, and inside you read it. It says, Get me my memory back, you shit.
And then a note from me, like, take my memory.
Okay, so I take the one from Chris and Cthulhu, and I scribble out shit, and I said, "You nice person who pays us," and I put that in, and then I take Dinar's.
Yeah.
And I go, "Okay, great, Rosa, do you want to send him anything?"
I'll send them a little plate of snorkel blasters, just like covered with a towel. If you can.
Are we back in the inn now? Are we still in the?
No, we're sitting at night.
Yeah, night's still like.
We're just like all huddled around writing letters in the
dark. Like, this is the best.
I mean, you guys are trying to
I'm
figure.
using Kiwi's
friendship.
back.
While you guys have been trying to figure it out, I've just been like obsessively writing. I'm like, okay, dictated but not read. Got it.
Well,
Got the care package, and I'll put it
think,
out
like,
for the mail.
after Dinar seeing you find stuff under the ground and Kiwi hitting his head, and so like I'm gonna start looking for secret passages too. We're like banging on walls like too hard and leaving little dents, just like douche. Like nope.
You're like
bang.
tearing apart the
Nope.
furniture, like
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
nuts falling out from me.
You're hitting it, and it's rattling
Yeah.
like a lot.
What do
Like
I find?
More poop.
What do I get?
You find larvae.
I think
Yeah.
you missed the subtlety of the gesture the
yeah,
first
get?
time.
Exactly.
What do I get this time?
No, and then
I do it again.
Still
No,
nothing.
It's like
11.
you start kicking.
I'm just gonna keep rolling. I go over to the couch. Wow, 1. What's that? I break my leg.
I take the dice from the cranky one.
So as you go,
Next week will be great.
as you he is basically, he is devouring this place, and as he walks around the front, he's not getting whatever he's trying to find.
I'm just impressed with this crazy.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I really quickly scribble a note that says "Dragonborn are great," and when he kicks, I throw it like it's fallen, and I go, "Oh, Dinar, what's that?"
You missed one.
I kick a hole in the wall.
I gently
I found it, guys.
walk into the middle of this conversation and say, should we be doing something? Or
I found it, guys.
perhaps more of
Nope, we're good.
Okay, yes.
Yep. So
It says Dragonborn are great.
yeah, you find it. You feel good.
Yeah.
And as you walk out the front, just into the night air, there's a moon up there. The moon seems to appreciate you as well. Its generous face. Your tail catches a chair leg,
Oh no.
and this Jenga tier bullshit is pulled out and collapsed, and it actually falls in such a way that it begins to spill out into the street 4 or 5 feet.
Oh, whoa.
It gave up its last secret.
Wait, that was the fort? He killed the fort?
Dragonborn are great.
Crush the fort.
That makes me sad.
I was cleaning. We were supposed to clean that. And now the garbage men will get it.
Thank you.
It's
yes.
still a total mess.
You're the obnoxious one, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's an ultra mess. It's a total fuckfest.
Shall we turn in? Because I was going to say I can instruct Velvet to work through the night. Well, no, he can work for the first hour of the night.
Sure.
And that might be enough to get something done.
At least clean up the street.
He'll pull out a few things, you know. He'll pull out a few things and set them up. There's a small clearing behind the drawing courtier that's currently not used for much.
Currently heaped with untold mounds of chairs and broken tables.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he'll bring them back. He'll pull out anything that he can fully carry. He'll work on.
I need you to look at these 2 cornerstone recipes that I have before you go to bed.
Oh,
And figure out which one's the real one.
Certainly. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
All right. What do I observe?
So they are similar, but one of them says in giant, disgusting,
In giant.
and it's underlined 2 times.
Does it look? I'm not a document. So is it the same handwriting, the same pen? Maybe.
Yeah. It's the
Okay.
same. It's the same handwriting, but it's just the language
feed
is
that
just
one to
bits and pieces from all over.
It's like all of her personal opinions are maybe in giant.
Yeah, exactly. And who knows where it picked up? It could have been her grandmother, for all you know.
This one's the right one.
Thank you.
This one isn't, but I don't know why she was saving it.
I don't know why she
is
would keep
that
a
still in
disgusting
there?
recipe. That's odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep?
We don't
Add
know.
it to your
It's
inventory.
something in my spare time.
Okay, so
We
I
don't know.
got the one that's not disgusting.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. Now,
Before turning in,
yeah.
I say to you. At first, I thought you were 3 ghosts, and I was wrong. I had been led to believe too that you were a maker of weapons that destroy things, including children. But I now know you to be a maker of whatever the opposite of a weapon is, that could heal children.
That's the idea, yes. I only use weapons when I have to. I don't want to.
He's single too.
Mom! Fucking stop her.
I'm just saying.
So, oh, you want me to explore your son's body?
He's trying to do the math. He's like,
Oh yes.
I guess so, yeah. I only need 4 hours.
You boys have fun.
Come on, Legati, let's all go. And up we go, and I'm wearing the Lizard King.
yeah. I mean, this is
Take it a little slower,
Gotti's invited?
gentlemen.
Oh, Chris, that freak.
It's the most elaborate, dangerous, and eldritch technique. Certainly, this inn has probably ever seen.
No. It's horrifying.
Absolutely,
It's like a Rube Goldberg machine.
but for dicks. So you had suggested, Rosie, that you wanted to feast. Why not a long rest? I think is what you had
Why
suggested.
not a long rest?
Why not a long rest? And this is an opportunity for you to get a long rest. Although it is, you have every faith that it's going to be an early morning.
Okay.
Now, Walnut Donggrass, as you drift away into the meditative slumbers common to your kind,
Yes.
a few hours pass, and as you're roused, you can see.
Well, that's good. I was aroused.
Yeah.
I'm just roused.
It's been a great night.
What's Denard do?
Sleeping.
We know what he's doing.
That 8.
Get that 8.
Gotta get that 8.
Feed that horse.
So you
I don't know.
you hear a noise. You hear noises down in the common room.
Hear noises in the common room? At what hour? Like 3 in the morning?
This would be deep night.
Deep in the night.
4:30.
Yeah. Stumble out. We all know Walnut's not a morning person.
Looking down from the upper walkway, you can see that furniture is heaped in front of the door,
Oh, come on. Man, no, this is Spook Zone.
and 3 faces turned towards you. You can see a wizard, you believe, a knight,
Okay.
and a roguish character.
Wait.
And
what?
they raise their glasses to you
No.
and say,
No.
"Hey!"
No.
What?
You know who they are, right?
Wait.
How do we get back here?
Do I recognize them?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I recognize them as the people that we had to destroy.
No, exactly.
During the-
As you put your hands on the
Yeah.
banister that looks down, you blink your eyes a couple times, and it's the inn that you know. It's a drawing courtier.
Okay.
And I don't. Nothing. It's not heaped. It's normal.
No, it's quiet. A little dirty. We could have probably cleaned the place up a little bit last night.
Yeah, all right. Everybody's a critic.
I was quite busy. It was like working at a steak and ale.
I think one that might think that she, I've been under a lot of stress the past day. I've been very upset about just the turn of events and all that. And I think that she might think that was her breaking a little bit. Like not immediately being like, well, the place is lousy with haunts. Like might just be like,
Spooksville.
like,
Yeah.
why was I remembering that? and I think she would hesitantly wander back to her room, but like keep looking back suspiciously.
Did that noise rouse anyone else in any way?
No, just a few a few creaks
Sleeping on
of the wood, and then a gasp,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Okay.
Nope.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, maybe someone heard me come out of my room, but other than that,
You hear from my room. You hear me saying, "What? That's not. Oh, I'm all right. That's ridiculous."
And you hear me go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, no, it's like whenever you have that like doctor scene in a show, they look over at that like the tray that has all the perfect tools. But this is like the sex version of that, and it's like here's a snake,
Yeah.
here's an evil tentacle. You know what I mean? Here's a bone
To
king.
the two foci.
It's just like I don't know however we can work them in. I mean, it's like a 7-layer burrito. Just here's your things.
Just try.
Put them together in some configuration. Let's see how it goes.
I like that I'm
adventure
so
game.
disaffected from the world. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, 2 evil focuses.
Yeah, why? Fine.
After an hour, you leave, and both of us are like, "It's not what either of us wanted, but that's fine. That's fine, I guess."
It's worth a try. The internet was waiting for that for a long time.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, we're just like, we Independence Day, where that guy's like,
It comes down to
you seen that when like, the president gives that big speech and that cuts that guy who looks like River Phoenix and goes,
That's the one.
Yep.
it's the greatest salute in movie history. Sorry, a few good men.
That's the drow sex salute.
Oh,
Officially.
well, I've
Nice.
now had drow sex. So
Well,
don't me.
Rosie Beestinger,
Yeah.
you can hear. You're still lying in your bed, and outside in the town. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, crosstalk. The mics are all very cross time.
Be cool, everybody. Be cool. You can hear out in the town, just through the streets. You can hear like a humming sound.
Is it before sunrise?
What's it? It's
Is it early?
No, it's birds. It's very early.
Is it the humming sound of a werewolf?
No. Strangely enough, no. It sounds like this. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Here we go. And it just passes, and you can hear it like around the inn. You can hear it like in the streets. You can hear it just coming at different volumes from different quarters of the town.
Wow. Okay. Does it sound like many voices?
It does.
Okay. I head downstairs and I open the door to verify that there are corporeal figures. Like maybe this is Last Stone's Day.
Yeah, it's like some more fucking ghosts.
Some more.
No.
I throw the desk. Like, this is ghosts again.
No. It's like, come on, ghosts. No. You think this might be an LSD thing?
LSD.
Throw open the
usually-
sash.
Yeah, exactly.
what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Why it's Last Stone's Day?
Sir.
Yeah, take this.
Okay.
It's my last stone.
So, but you can see it's families walking through the streets. You think at different. You can hear even on side streets and other places in town. You can just hear this low song moving, sort of passing through the streets, and you can see that children have little bird cages with little canaries in them. It's just, that's the scene that you see,
Wow.
and they're all walking past the drawn courier. This would be north. And you can see them sort of like group by group. They have their own. They all seem to be going in the same direction ultimately, but they choose how to get there.
Okay.
So they're walking north past the drawn courier and then breaking off to the east.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
Because it seems like they're all going their own direction.
You can ask any kind of question you want.
Well, I'm going to ask one very specific one. Can we sort of guesstimate where they're going to end up based on, because if they're all taking different directions and going the same place, chances are we can guesstimate what
Yeah, absolutely. But you have not been here, and so you might need some help from
Yeah,
Mom.
well, that's why I said we.
Yeah.
So I hand this idea to the group, Although I avoid eye contact.
That
didn't go so great.
No, with Cthulhu, you avoid eye contact with Cthulhu and the serpent.
Yeah.
Neither one.
I actually was avoiding
And
that
here's the thing,
anyway.
Catrice is oblivious, so he's like, hello, friend. But Legati is like, oh.
It's just, just a little.
Yeah. It does not want to.
So anyway, the spooky children seem to be going in one area. Perhaps we can guess where they're going if we look,
Well, I don't
perhaps from an elevated position.
these seem like they're real people. Like
Definitely.
These are not they're spooky.
It is spooky.
But they're spooky kids.
Yeah,
There is a theme,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you would admit.
No argument there.
We should open a theme restaurant.
Let's follow them. Let's get bundled up. It's a little chilly, so everybody grab a nice thick
misty.
cape.
I got my bow. Keep it warm.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to start following them. You're all welcome to join me.
I follow immediately.
I will follow her.
I will follow him.
I'll sit in the DM chair.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, I've been
I'll tell everyone what
come
you see.
to, yeah.
Bunch of ghost babies. Just coming out of windows. No.
Whoa!
just pouring like liquid ghost.
Yeah,
Just,
it's like
that movie, Ghost Town.
Are there the parents with them? Everybody in
Absolutely.
the town. Okay.
All
okay.
families.
Are they supervised?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
not just children. It's,
So this is like
it's
the end of the
parents,
night.
kids.
Let's
It's like
see
the
what
whole.
they do.
It's
Yeah,
Phil,
yeah,
they're
singing.
Following.
So you sort of line. Do you try to sing along?
Absolutely.
Good.
So
Is this go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't, and trying to maintain an aspect of reverence, but accidentally making it too creepy and forward. I approach one of the parents, and from behind I'm like, what are the canaries for?
But you're too close, and
Yeah.
Legati is also too close,
Yes.
and they're they try to protect their children from you. And then as this family moves away, you hear just over like brushing up against your cheek. You look down and Legati's there, and you go. He's trying to get into the spirit. He's looking around. He looks down at a child. He's trying to get into this. He's trying to get into the spirit of things.
Now I'm filled with that spirit. I want to be one with this crowd.
That's right. Your rib covering in the form of the Lizard King just has a kind of resonance. Yeah, there's no hum.
Yeah.
It's like one of those vests that you can wear that has the subwoofers in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, of course, those.
Yeah.
No, like for real gaming.
Yeah, you
Oh,
put it on
yes,
your
now I know
dog so
what
they
you're
don't get
talking
scared.
I think the
Right?
opposite.
Everyone does that, right?
I don't know about that.
Yeah. The thunder shirt.
So you can tell you have been out this way, close to it once before. You were in the fields just sort of south and east of the quarry that is in the northeast corner of Red Larch.
Right.
And you can see that the families, like damn near everyone in the town, as near as you can tell, has gathered around the mouth of the quarry entrance. And sort of coming down this ridge, you can see that they are gathered around a cart, a flat cart with two wheels. Whatever drove it here has been long since disconnected. And there is a great sort of black sheet that is draped over this cart, whatever's on top of it.
So it looks like there's a structure or an object of
There's
something.
definitely something beneath this sort of oiled sheet.
Okay.
And it's sort of like lumpy and misshapen.
Okay.
I think we need to disperse this crowd.
But they're heading toward it. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yes, but
They're heading toward that thing with a purpose.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
part of
saying
the
if we
festival?
roll up on it, I think they're gonna have
get
some
ready to
objective.
fucking deal with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you can tell that. So, as I say, all the children seem to have a little bird cage. Not all of them have a canary in there, but even so, every child has a cage with them.
Okay.
And as you begin to approach, you see a man in like fine black raiment, dark robes, dark mask, approaches the cart, and then you can see them fiddling with something around the base of it, and they grab the sheet and they pull this heavy oiled tarp right off the top, and it is a massive cake. And everyone explodes in joy.
Just explodes.
I thought that was going to be a lot more grim.
No, it's pure joy. Everyone explodes in joy. Yellow is a big part of the color.
Okay.
And you can see you see mothers or fathers giving their children like little picks and little shovels, and children rush this fucking cake. They go nuts on this cake, and sometimes it's like, oh, nope, too much, nope, come back. These they're just going bam, 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 and then you see the children, but the children not eating the cake. This isn't like in the marshmallow test. They're not eating it. They are getting handfuls and scoops of it, and then they are running over to the front of the quarry mouth, and they're throwing handfuls of cake into the shaft, and then they're going back to get more cake.
I join in immediately. I can't wait. I am the size of a child. No one says anything.
Yeah, exactly.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, you jump in, get the scoop. Yeah, no, it's just nope. You get the scoop. You're going in there.
Yeah.
You're grabbing it.
Yeah.
And then as you get close, everyone has handfuls, except the children are doing something that you didn't know before and don't know how to do now. Each of them says a name as they throw in and then go back.
What kind of names are they saying?
Probably Tenti or Portincha.
No, regular names.
Oh, really?
Just family names. Welver,
Bobby, Sally.
Dentar.
I see.
But each time, there's no sadness. It's just joy.
This is just joy.
They're just feeding the mind with each handful.
I see. Okay.
Rosie Biestinger.
I break my cake into 4 pieces, and I'd say it quietly enough, but I throw one in, I say bee stinger. I throw one in, I say dungrass. I throw one in, I say blit'zen, and I throw one in, and I say traub.
And a child says, "When did they die?"
Oh God, you cursed us
Right now.
Oh, God.
Rosie Biestinger. That's our game for this week. Shadow Council.
We're dead.
May our labors please you. Obviously, it's been our great pleasure to serve you. We're going to go and feast on the facilities, grab a beverage. We will return shortly to please you. Of course, as I suggested before, subscribers see cool AIC team stuff and not ads. Up to you. Consider it. We'll see you in a little bit.